Dilla Day.
Man, we were talking about Dwayne from Tony. Tony passed away. Another like crazy legend. Man, but Jay Dilla, he left his mark, boy. I love that. I love that he left his mark. People love him, man. You know.
I feel like he got bigger like after he passed
Of
because
course.
people understood his genius. Like there's a book, I don't know if you heard about it, CL, called Dilla Time by this guy named D. Charnas. And I listened to the audio book. It's so detailed. It describes his genius, how he played so many instruments, how he came from a musical family in Detroit. And yeah, it just got bigger over the time. Over the time, even when I asked the question, a comment when we had him, I said, "Can you describe the significance and how it compared to Pete Rock?" And he just said he was a lover of music, and the music came from the heart, his soul. And yeah, man, it spans generations. All the people that worked with him, Q-Tip, they have a lot of great things to say about Jay Dilla.
Absolutely, man. That's what's up, man. Rest in peace, Dilla. Yeah, we got to do something one time for him. And what you call it? Just drop the tape. I want to say.
Finesse.
No. Yeah, this thing is way too bright. Hold on. That shit is like shiny. J period. Yeah, I think I got it too, and he got joints on there, like exclusives, like cats. These are not online. You know what I mean? These are not online. So, maybe if I can find it, I'll play some joints. I don't, you know me. I'm down to rock some music and shit. Did you see the story about Dawn from Wait, hold on. Yeah, Dawn from In Vogue. She came out, I think it was yesterday, and speaking about how she's been homeless and basically living out of her car for the last 3 years. Has anybody heard that story?
Slightly, but I don't know about 3 years and that long and living out a car.
That's she went live and spoke on the whole thing. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was shocked. I mean, this is In Vogue, and you know what's crazy? I give her props for being so courageous about it because she just spoke on it. She didn't make a whole, excuse. She addressed it on purpose. I guess it was something that she just wanted to talk about and she got it off her chest. But she had been homeless, or as she puts it, just like more off of the grid, because ultimately the whole thing is apparently in California, well, apparently around the country, there's a groups of people who sort of live out of their cars or they live out of their, vans or things like that. Now, again, I didn't know nothing about that, but this is something that goes down in California and other places. So, but I was just a little shocked to hear about that. You know what I mean? So, anyway, shout out to Dawn.
A female rapper, I forget her name. Three something, but she got a van. She be building a lot of stuff on her own too. She got a van and she's doing she's traveling around the country, and she got a studio set up in her van. Huh?
You talking about 3D not T?
Yeah.
She's from New Orleans.
Yeah, she travels around everywhere.
For a long time, man.
Yeah.
Wait. Now, what's the story? Is she living out of her van also?
So what she did was
she's doing a tour, like her own tour, and doing recording, meeting up with different artists, doing shows.
So basically, the rundown is she sold her house and everything in it, and she took all the money and invested in a. She bought a $5,000 Sprinter truck and converted it into a.
That ain't no Sprinter truck. That's something else. That look like a
Sprinter.
That looked like a Scooby Doo van.
Nah,
Nah,
it's
it's a
Nah,
sprinter.
you can't throw under the
It's
bus.
definitely a
Man.
sprinter,
it's
my
a
nigga. I'm telling
sprinter.
you.
Yeah, it's a sprinter because she got like solar panels on the top, and
Yeah,
she
she
got a
put
little big thing on TikTok.
like she built everything herself.
Right, everything. It's pretty dope.
She built the whole car herself. She sold all her house and everything in it, her cars, her ATVs, everything. And she invested in this shit. And she goes all around the states and travels and finds new artists from out of those individual states that she goes to.
It's
It's
funny
pretty,
y'all talking about it, man, because I just saw a video like yesterday. It was pretty
yeah,
dope.
it's pretty dope.
You know what? I listen, man. The reality is that me and Raymond were just talking about this is that costs are only going up. Costs are only going up. And if you're fortunate, yeah, you can maintain. If you're really fortunate, you could even excel. But everybody may not be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like it's people trying to live off the grid, man. I don't know, you know.
I
And
think like
when
art.
I saw that article, well, when I saw Dawn from In Vogue give this just honest, you could tell she's letting it out. Cause I guess it's just tough for people, man. And we're facing $14 eggs, $10 eggs for a pack of 12. You're facing some states the cost of energy and gas is so astronomical. This is basic shit, let alone
It's at an all-time high right now.
it's
Is that how
ridiculous.
much y'all pay? Is $10 a dozen?
It's out of control. And no wait, $10 dozen is not the best eggs. I just want to be clear about that. You know how you go to like certain supermarkets and they got 8 brands of different eggs. Yeah, $10 an egg is not like that's not a great egg. That's a 9.99 for some eggs is not a.
That's
You're
some
getting
bullshit.
a white egg, medium. You're getting some bullshit.
That's some bullshit, man.
Yeah, you want a good egg.
Get them
That's
for $4 a
14.
dozen here.
How much?
$4.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Well, a lot of them eggs is not really real. Look how much eggs they producing at a high time rate. You know, a lot of that stuff is
My
man.
neighbors got chickens, man.
Yeah.
My neighbors got chickens roosting and crowing, man. They just bought a whole bin of them.
Yeah, well, they know what the fuck's going on. They smart. They can resell them and make it back and build 2 more chicken coops the way eggs are going out. Wow, bro. But all I'm saying is like, things are pretty wild at times. And I see how it's affecting people, all over. So, God willing, everybody's doing well. Your mind is clear. You keep your energy good, because life goes on. All these times, ups and downs, it's a part of life, man. But if you could keep your energy good, in a positive space, man, no matter what comes, naturally you'll be able to handle it. So
see if you live in one of those RVs, the big any of y'all on here, would y'all like live and ride across the country, go anywhere, but you have basically your house on wheels.
Hey, that's the plan for my wife and myself. When these kids get out, man, we got 2 left. We basically gonna do that.
You said you basically gonna do that. Yeah, well, smart man. It's not about what you make, it's about what you can keep, right? So if it makes sense and you can keep and grow, what the heck? Why not? I mean, you just have to be comfortable in your space.
Bottom line, you can't take everything with you when you go.
Okay. Now you're going deeper.
I mean,
now you're going deeper.
Let's keep it all the way a buck. You can't when you go.
Yeah, but you got to leave some wealth for the next generation. Generational wealth. That's what people are. It's not the goal to make it for yourself. The goal is to make it for the people coming after you. Try to make a path for them easier. And my children, my daughter, I want her to have it easier than I have it. So generational wealth. That's what the usks and the chumps are talking about. So that's what they got. Their little grandchildren, that little 4-year-old, he drags around everywhere with him. That kid's set for life.
I mean, shit, that's a whole nother story. My bad. That's a whole nother story. All right, I guess let's get into some music, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's been a cool couple of weeks. We just trying to make it happen. I was trying to get these guys on the call today, but it just didn't happen. But we're gonna play this song first. Shout out to Quantum. We were trying to work on this, but at least we got the record. So check it out. Let me know what y'all think. It's New Music Wednesdays. Hopefully everybody's in a good space. And let's get to it. All right, check it out. Of course, shout out to RZA Mathematics. So this is definitely from their new project. And it was so crazy just trying to get the DJ pack. We literally just got it maybe 10 minutes ago. But shout out to
we just put that joint together. Yeah, peace, y'all. This is Dre. I work with 36. Appreciate the love on the record. We literally just got that joint together for y'all. So appreciate it, man.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Well, shout out to you, Dre. Shout out to Tarif as well. And
yes,
so
indeed.
yeah, a lot of questions was in the chat. We might as well talk to you about it. Production.
Shoot.
Talk to us about it. Who produces and
Math and RZA. So Math, the whole project is done by Math and RZA. I mean, mathematics overseeing the whole joint.
Got it. And then the second question is, what label is this officially under?
So this is coming through DNA/36/Hitmaker, and it's all distributed via like the whole Hitmaker 10K, Warner system.
Okay, awesome. And this is going to be a full Wu-Tang project, meaning all members.
All members, all surviving members are on this project.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Any cameos from Dirty Son?
I don't know if he's gonna be on there, but we do got some cameos, some dope cameos, man. Not to let the cat out the bag, but yeah, it's a Cool G rap joint on there. He on there too. So it's a couple, both some legends and some new school up and come cats, who do their thing in the game as well.
All right, last question. What are we looking like for the release? What's the timeline?
April 25th. April 25th is coming.
That's
so
good.
We got, yeah, man. Like everything is lined up. This is the first single. We got another single probably coming in about 4 or 5 weeks, and then the album is coming on April 25th.
Okay, that's dope. And I guess this is this riding into the tour that I saw was announced?
Yes, sir. So basically, this is all kind of lining up to kind of coincide with the tour. They're going on tour, final world tour. We'll Run the Jewels. As they open the act.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving us that insight. There's not a lot like that people know. I know there's some stuff online, but there's a lot like that's just not all the way known. So totally appreciate you jumping on and giving us some of that alpha on the project. Tam and Marie said, question, if the current tour is their farewell tour, is this
Wu-Tang still forever? Yeah, Wu-Tang will always be forever. You feel me? Wu-Tang is for the kids, they forever. But this is the last time you'll probably see them in one space all together. You know what I mean? Like, that's not saying, you won't see RZA do his thing, you won't see Meth or Ray or Ghost do their thing, but this is the last time that you're gonna see the clan as one. You know what I mean? Like all surviving members, and even Little Dirty Bastard, because he's going out as well in place of his dad. So he's gonna be on tour as well. So
well, can't wait for the to see the show. I'm sure y'all gonna be in New York a few dates, so we'll pull up. And for everybody else, I guess check the calendar. Are y'all gonna do like a single release event or all right? I'm gonna tell you. Shout out to Swerve. We went to a single release event, which it seems like a lost art, but they did one for Sting and Shaggy, where everybody sort of got together and got a chance to connect. Thought it was really powerful because of the people that went and the energy that was there. It wasn't a big event. Didn't have like hundreds of people, it had maybe 60 to 70. But it was a really
Yeah, that was like a couple other days. That was a couple days ago too, right?
That was a couple days. It was on Monday.
Or no.
You talking about the
Yes.
joint with Miss
Yeah.
Lily, CL?
Yeah,
Yes, the
yeah,
joint
with
at Miss-
Sting and Shaggy. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Are y'all?
We
are you guys
working
planning?
on something. Yeah.
Okay.
We working on something. We are trying to get something together, and we're trying to do it in conjunction with one of the streamers. So, you know, keep a lookout eye on that. You know what I mean? But we are working on something to
Got to do it with the
you know.
DJs. Got to do it with the DJ.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, we'll make sure everybody's in pocket. You know what I mean?
All right.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna throw out a lob, a quick little like lob to Raquel, who's in the building holding it down for SoundCloud. You know,
What's up, everybody.
this could be something that goes down at the spot. I'm just saying, you know, it's that type
let's
of
do it.
yeah.
You know, so most
All right.
definitely, you know. All right, y'all. I appreciate your time and thank you for listening to the record, man.
Absolutely, man. Anytime and feel free. All right.
All right, y'all. All right, peace.
Yes. Well, peace and love, everybody. You know how it goes. We'll play another song, come back. There's a lot to talk about. Rest in peace, Dwayne from 2020 Tony, of course. And of course, we lost man, a couple people had passed. I want to say in the last week. We spoke about Roberta Flack, Coco T, reggae legend, who passed away yesterday. And I think
Roy Ayers.
Roy Ayers was the other one. So
I first met that guy in Denmark on tour. And I said, yo, I'm a fan of your music, man. I love your music. He said, which one, nigga? I made 96 albums.
shit.
I
Damn.
said, shit, all of them, nigga.
Very New York response right there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, let's check this record out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a little discussion around it, but hey, it's New Music Wednesdays. Let me know what y'all think. Here we go. It's called Can You Please? What's the thoughts?
I mean, it sounds like the first one. You know what I mean? He got the Glorilla feature though, so I mean that helps a little bit. But you know, with everything that just went down with Drake over this past year, is we really letting that shit go?
No comment.
This feel like a Drake knockoff, yo. You know what I mean?
No comment.
Water.
It's not a groovy movie. It's not a groovy movie.
Not happening. Okay.
Don't play that again, ever.
It sound like rinse and repeat. That's what it sound like, man. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Y'all not feeling it?
Water.
This the one I put in the chat the other day. This
Yeah.
like when I first saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Water.
Sound like Nelly knockoff. I don't like that
man.
sound.
Not
It
Nelly
is
knockoff.
It is not a groovy movie. It's not a groovy movie.
Damn.
There's not enough substance, no substance in it. But it's catchy. It's for his demographic. That guy's what, 25? So, and he got Glorilla, so it's good for him, but it's not enough substance for us. You know?
Water.
So let me ask you, CL, is this not what we was talking about last week? Like, can he follow it up after the Wayne feature? I think it was strategic, you know, as far as the label, and it kind of worked, or is working. What y'all think?
Make me lose my breath.
All right. I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. I don't think his music selection is the best, meaning like he got to work on his artistry straight up. You got to work on your artistry straight up. But they, you know, sometimes labels tend to stick with a song too long, and then, you know, you can't get away from it. So I think, you know, he's just trying to keep a couple records out there. You know, I just want to play it to get the reaction. I don't think I've ever, you know, been a Jello fan outside of him playing ball, but you know, it's just funny to hear what everybody got to say, because I feel like ultimately everybody got to bend the knee and play it. At some point, will the internet make you play this song? Because that's where it's going to get the juice from. It's going to come from social media. Will social media make you play this song in the next 2 to 3 weeks?
When I saw it in my email, I immediately put it in the chat. The first thing I thought about was y'all. As soon as I seen it, and I put it in there in real time. So that's like what, about 4 or 5 days ago. So it's like I feel like with me being on radio, they ain't gonna force me because they don't tell me what I gotta play on the punch show. But I don't know, I'm 50-50 on the record, honestly. It's okay. It's not Tweaker. I think Tweaker's better.
Yeah. Okay.
It's definitely a younger demo record. Like, I see the DJ homies, they playing a lot at the high school crowds. I ain't gonna lie, like I played the first joint at the basketball events for like sporting events. So it definitely fits in there. But I just, you know what I mean, with everything that impacted last year with Drake and Kendrick, like are we buying the tough talk? You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam, you grew up in the Ball family.
I'm
you know
with
what I'm
Raymond.
saying? Like you didn't get it out the mud as you are claiming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with Raymond, man. For real, as far as that goes, I feel you 1,000% on that, Raymond. And then I ain't gonna lie, cause this family, I can't wait to see Glorilla in the video. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm waiting for.
I missed the Champagne Legend for that.
Punch like that ratchetness. He loves
Rest in peace, legend for sure. Legend approved.
Legend approved, man, for sure. Real quick, I also want to say, well, I know we got our first guest here, so shout out to him. I know we're gonna get into that, but there was a couple other new records that dropped this weekend. I know Tory Lanez album dropped. Who else dropped? I think Tory, and then we had somebody else dropped it. I can't remember. But anyway,
what about the R. Kelly Call from Jail song?
Kelly, man, listen, bro.
Is that AI? Is that the real deal, man?
No, that's the real deal. That's from my so one of my homies, Rodney East, was one of his producers, and they real close. So yeah, that's the real thing.
Shout out to R. Kelly. Waiting for that Sneak album to drop out. See, like cats in jail making better records than cats that's not. You know what I mean? So
and watch if he come out and if it be what it be dope, he's gonna bring R&B back. That's when the R&B gonna flood the gates back in, and it's gonna put it back where it need to be.
So
and that's crazy.
So how can Tory Lanez come out with this quality sounding music from jail and R. Kelly not? What's the deal?
It's the producers, man. I mean, your engineers, really, that's going to really play a major part in that. I mean, so I feel like there's only a matter of time before Tory link him with him, though.
Yeah. Wait a minute. In jail?
I feel like some
from jail, brother.
I feel like some facilities have well, actually one I know when
that's true.
When I was, they have studios. So one, I think here in New York, I think Rikers are one of them joints, and they got the guards engineering the actually, yeah, I did a call one time at the Matrix, and artist called in from jail, and he was telling the person showed I was engineering that, yeah, he gets session time, and you know, the engineer be, you know, one of the guards, and they be getting beats offline or find producers or whatever, and they be releasing music. And you know that jail has their own DSP. I think it was what's called J something.
Oh yeah.
JPay.
Like JPay.
Yeah, it's that JPay. Salute to all my niggas. Free to real.
JPay, yeah. So they, you know, for artists too, you know, they be putting their stuff all on a DSP, but they don't even have their joint on the JPay, where all they could do is, you know, they could be in there, they could get their streams up. You know, soon is going to be artists performing at the jails, you know, to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, don't even put that on people, dog. Don't even manifest that energy, bro.
Listen,
bro, that happens already, low key.
No.
No, cats already go out there. I know that, but like,
yeah, very low key. That should be happening.
Oh, they definitely cats pull up to the jail and perform. I went with Saigon to a jail, and he performed and spoke to everybody. It was pretty powerful, actually.
It's a business. It's a business, so they got money. There's a lot of people invested in these jails, so why not? If you ain't getting the bag outside, literally outside, and you feel, oh, I could do a concert in jail. Yeah, you performing.
I don't know if they're gonna pay those swerve. I don't think it works like that. But I hear
think about all of them in there though that got like 20, 30 years, man. That if they don't do that right now, they can't wait till they get out. By the time they get out, they be 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? So If they can get down like that right now, and they got all that time and that creative energy, man, come on with that, man. Shoot, they come out with some heat for real right now.
Facts. Well, I guess we're ready to get into our first guest.
Yeah. Shout out my guy LT in the building, Mr. Lane Tedeschi. Am I saying your name correctly, G? You on mute there.
Okay, can you hear me?
There we go. How you living, G?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, y'all. Ray, everybody. Yeah, it's Line Tadisik.
Line, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I want to make sure, because I've always just got down with you as LT. You know what I mean? So yeah. Are you actually going as Line like in the new direction right now? As the full artist, like with the artist name? Okay, word. All right, man. Well, listen, I'm glad you could join us today, man. You know, with the world flavor and the sounds you got, I thought it was appropriate. You know what I mean? We got a good DJs from all around the country on here, man. So big reggae vibes, of course. Shots to CL with the Jamaican tunes, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know what I mean? Long overdue to get you on here. And I'm glad you was there being part of things. You know what I'm saying? You got a very interesting story, and wanted to let you kind of share your stuff with everybody here, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to the crew.
Appreciate it. Yeah. My name is Lynette. I live here in San Diego. I've known Ray, man, for long time. But I've been doing music for over 20 years. I'm from East Africa, Eritrea, heritage of East Africa. So yeah, reggae music has been in me since birth, pretty much. So I've been around it, grew up around it, and it's all about the struggle and talking about the truth and things that goes on, situations, everything else in between, love, all that, So yeah, I just wanted to share my music, and big ups to Digiwaxx. Yeah.
No doubt. Like I said, glad you could join us today, brother. You're doing something different this time around because, again, I've always known you with the reggae music, whatever. But I know as of late, you've been kind of experimenting with some sounds and shit like that, and like a fusion of dubstep and reggae, which I thought was actually pretty ill. So I just kind of want to know what was the inspiration behind this, and how do you feel it? Do you feel it to be, I don't want to say disrespectful, but like an elevation of reggae to do something like this?
Yeah, it's just a different energy. I've been around it all my life. That's my background, But I'm always about experimenting new sounds. If you are able to do it, you're capable of doing it. Why not experiment and just give it all you got? Not half step it, and just see what it does. I know there's dubstep, like different forms of dubstep, but this is more of a high energy, more of it just takes you to space, different sound. So it's more of a festival vibe, and at the same time, redoing the legendary Bob Marley's old songs into a new vibe, new electric dubstep, and getting that permission to be able to remake some of his classic songs into that rendition. It's a big vibes, man. It's humbling. So I just wanted to share that with the world, and I want to give big ups to Hovercraft and Dave Sherman, my producers. That's been on me on grinding for a long time. So yeah.
Did they get on the call after all? Did you send them? Did you send them the link?
Yeah, they're a little busy right now. Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Yeah. But all good. Definitely want to shout them out. So with that being said, man, let's get down with the Soul Rebel first before we jump up into these new joints. I know Soul Rebel dropped a little bit towards the end of last year?
No, about three months ago.
Okay, so top of the year, top of 25, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, word. All right, so peep this out, y'all. The homie LT in the building. Put a little flip on a classic right here. And well, you know what? I'll save this question when we come back. Check this one out, y'all. All right, vibes for sure. Vibes for sure. Like you said, big festival vibes. You know what I mean? So considering a classic from Bamba, did you have to get approval for clearance to redo them or anything like that?
Oh yeah, by any means. Yeah. We had to. It was a long, it was a long haul, but they went ahead and gave us the green light and pay a little fee or whatnot. But I just had to do it because I remember back in the days I did just to do it, one of his tunes, and I just put it on YouTube, and I was getting emails left and right to put it down, take it down. The Marleys don't play around, man. Yeah, so you have to do it the right way. You got to go.
Yeah, you got to go through the proper protocols.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Go
No
to
doubt.
your channels.
Yeah. Nah, vibe. So, Hovercraft produced that, correct?
Yeah, Hovercraft produced it.
All right. So, how did even the fusion of reggae and dubstep come together?
I mean, it's already been out there, but it hasn't been on this level, like with the vocals and with the mixing, with just the new sound that's in there. It's more, the fusion is like crazy. And when I heard it, I'm very picky when it comes to like putting my vocals on anything, but when they send it to me, I'm like, okay, this is doable. And just drop the vocals. I dropped it right here at the house, shot it over to them, and they did the magic,
Very nice. Very
it's
nice.
Different. I'm vibing to it too, man.
Yeah. Where's Hovercraft out of?
Hovercraft is out in San Francisco in the Bay Area.
Okay. Word. All right, man. Well, listen, I want to give you props because, like I said, I've had the opportunity to see you live a couple of times. Definitely want to get back and see you, especially with this, because I can imagine the energy around this is crazy, and that's one thing I've always loved about your energy, because you bring it for real on a live performance stage. Like you let it all out there, man. So, since we've been back outside live performances, I've always felt I've kind of been suffering. Like people are just kind of going through the motions, but that's never been your case. So much respect on that. You know what I mean? You definitely bring an experience. So, again, we got the homie LT hanging out. See what's happening.
Yeah, and big love and big tune. That's what's up. To take a Marley record and to flip it in a way where it's its own, but it's not the same. That's special. And I had a couple questions, man, a few, because like San Diego, in terms of it's wild because there's a reggae culture in San Diego. One of my cousins is a sound system over there, and it's called Destiny Roots. And
I know that.
Yeah, Commander Jackson.
Yeah.
That's my family. Like, that's my cousin, my big cousin. So when I come out there, I'm hanging out at Hotel Circle South, you know what I mean, by his crib. So long story short, he sort of showed me like how crazy the sound system culture is because it's not just it goes from like San Diego into Mexico.
Yeah.
So my question to you is like, how's your relationship, I guess, with that sound system culture? And I guess give everybody a little bit of an update of what it's like coming from San Diego with the Caribbean music and the Caribbean scene.
Yes, San Diego is like the roots capital, to be honest with you. It's like it's nicknamed the roots capital. And the sound system is always, live. I mean, they got a clash coming up on next week. There's a sound system clash, like 2 miles from my house. So it's all about the culture is like, it's crazy. It's up there, and that's what keeps me going. Just being in my environment, I'm in my zone right now. I'm feeling the vibe. Every weekend there's something going on, like whether it's live performances at Ocean Beach, Winston's, or Solana Beach, just all within 25-mile radius. There's something within that culture that's going on every week, and that's what San Diego is about. It's a roots capital, pretty much on the music tip. Beautiful. Ray knows what's up.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a great way to be able to promote music,
yeah,
without having to, I'm gonna say sell your soul, but it's not really selling your soul. It's just like you don't have to do things you don't really want to do because it's the culture's there, which is beautiful because it really does go from San Diego, I feel, all the way up California. But San Diego is way more in tune with the vibrations than a lot of places I've been to in California. So I think it's a beautiful thing. So shout out to you for that. My second thing was the record it's a big record, right? It's a record that's fusing dubstep reggae and a certain style of reggae, like a global, Marley's, that's global music. I don't know if you had thoughts about it. I'd put it in the chat, but I definitely think, man, if you don't do South by Southwest, I would definitely be looking at the different festivals that are going to be coming up. I mean, this is like the beginning of festival season. It's going to run all the way into the UK with their big festival. Have you thought about any of that or taking advantage of, any of the festivals that would automatically take this in and maybe put you on an even bigger platform?
Absolutely. We're already in the plans of, reaching out to these festival talent buyers and all that good stuff. Yeah, we're on that. Yep.
Yes. All right, number 2. And the last thing I want to say is next week, we haven't announced it yet, but next week we will have the Marleys on. We'll have 3 of the Marleys, Skip, along with we have Skip, we have what's his name from Shotters? He'll be on with us.
Nice.
Kamani. And I think it's gonna be, I don't know if it's Steven, I forgot, but shout out to my man Brian Greenspoon. He always pulls up with dope reggae, and we're putting together a Marley thing. So I'm saying that to say that we're gonna have to play that, right when in the middle of the mix. We have to show that love there because it's just so connected. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's it for me. I just want to say good stuff, man. And what's up with the DJ pack?
I got the DJ pack.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get it to us. Yeah, get it to us.
Yeah, definitely. I'll get that to you. No problem.
Oh, Brittany, I see you. Brittany, boy. Oh boy, you are hilarious.
I'd be interested to see too, L, because so they're having the first Farmers Cup out here this coming weekend in Vista. So big cannabis festival. So this is the first one kind of being put together, since everything's been legalized out here, So, but I looked at the lineup, but there wasn't much roots artists on this. And granted, it's in Vista, so Vista's kind of a little bit more northern San Diego than
right.
But I would envision with those kind of festivals potentially growing, there's gonna be a lot more opportunities with this too. I know you kind of are big at the World Beach Center right there. Shout out Sister Nancy too. Sister Nancy's always pulling up, showing love out here too, man. You know what I mean? So, but for you and Hovercraft, are you guys is this going to be a full project you guys are doing? Or are you just dropping singles, or what's happening?
Oh yeah, we're dropping a new one in 3 weeks. It's titled "Listen to the Sound." The latest one that was out was "Heathen." I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. That's the one I want to play next as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one is pretty. That's another Marley cover as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're just gonna keep pumping them out. Basically, we're just gonna keep pumping a single every month or every other month. Just build the catalog on the dubstep while I'm doing my own thing as well.
For sure. Well, let's run into this Heathen then, since you brought it up. This will be a part of the EP as well, correct?
Yep.
All right. Peep game, y'all. Bro, I feel I just worked out for a half hour right there. You know what I'm saying? Big bars, man. There was outside records for sure. You know what I mean? Super ill, man. Super ill. That's what, like I said, I wanted to. I'm always a fan of people who are doing something different. You know what I mean? I know reggae's always been something in your heart that's heavy. You know what I mean? So this has been a cool way to step out that box and get down, man. So much respect to you. You know. So, have you got a chance to perform any of these outside yet?
Not yet.
Oh shit!
Not yet. We're looking at.
I hope you're doing your cardio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're looking at hitting up Berlin festival, World Festival in Berlin, and Kampala. Heading out to Uganda as well in Africa, and Zambia as well. So,
word. Love to hear it, brother. Love to hear it. So with what you're doing with the metrics and stuff that are all available to you, are you seeing particular regions gravitate to you more than others?
Oh yeah. More
where you seeing more to say?
More in Europe and South America. Brazil is going crazy on Heathen right now. You know, it's even in Canada. Canada is like up there with all the new stuff. So there's people are always gravitating to new sound. You know, something fresh, something refreshing. So it's always good to be able to, you know, to do things, to step outside of the box, like you say, you know, and just see what happens. Give it all you got, you know.
Yeah. And then I know you were talking here recently. You did something with and I was just curious to know about that because I know this is just San Diego. And I don't want to disrespect the name of the community that you were talking about that you're from, but you said various cities and communities all kind of get together for these different gatherings or whatever. And like I said, I want to
International Women's Day, which was on the 8th. So we have our own, you know, Eritrean community, East Africa. We celebrate our women on that day on March 8th, and being involved in the community, being involved in my like Eritrean heritage, it just gives you a sense of pride to like being able to give back with, you know, with whatever you can. Like I was in charge with getting their sound system set up, and, you know, just watching over all the event that was taking place. So pretty much everybody, all the communities all over the United States, they get together and they celebrate their women because of our history, the history that we go back. We fought for our independence for almost 60 years. So Eritrea was occupied by Ethiopia. So we fought for our independence. We gained our independence in 91. So it gives me a lot of pride. I lost my brother in the war for independence. So it's a lot. It hits me a lot harder than, you know what I mean? It's different for me, you know? So my story is like, it's deep. It's deeper than, you know, what I'm just saying to you right now, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, no, that's ill though. You know what I mean? I think it makes the passion for it deeper. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you know, that's why, like I said, I wanted you to be able to share your story here. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's you know, this is the real spilled talk of it's deeper than music. You know what I mean? So so much respect to you, man. Much respect to your family. How's your son? How does your son take to all this?
Yeah, he loves it. He's doing good.
Is he does he have a gracious stage with you?
Yeah, he does. And my daughter too. My daughter loves to sing.
Okay. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Up with me sometimes.
Do you envision this for them as well?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I see the interest. You know, they really, you know, they can get into it like no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Good shit, Al. Good shit, man. Well, again, I thank you for coming on, man. I know you got to step out to actually go get them pretty soon. So I want to play this other record. By far too, y'all. If anybody got questions, feel free, raise your hands, whatever, pop in. Again, the homie LT, Big World Vibes. Like I said, I know we got DJs from all around the country on here, both international, whatever. I definitely want you to tap in with C. And if you can next week, try to pop back on. Brian's a good dude to know, heavy in that reggae world as well. It'd definitely be a good look. You know what I mean? So, So I want to get into this It Factor. It Factor, is this going to be a part of this EP as well?
No, this is on my own, my own project that pretty much dedicating this to all the queens. This is like a different LT you're going to listen to right now on a whole different vibe.
All right, Brittany, this one's for you, yo. You know what I'm saying?
This is all for the queens.
This one for my African queens. My African queens. No need for the keys. Despite how they judge you, you're number 1. Head held high, girl, you on fire. Goes on, go, you give boss chick vibes. Future bright, I can dim your light. You so fly, you give birth high five. Smart like Einstein, fine like red wine. Walk by, stop time. The universe cosign. You deserve the spotlight. You're special like the first time. Love you like a good life. Yes, you got that it factor. Everybody knows your name. You were born to entertain. All the kingdoms cater to you. You're just too far. All the stars are jealous of you. I hope you shine. 'Cause you got that it factor. Fell in love, ain't life a trip. Outfit slay, girl, you don't miss. You're real proof that God exists. You're top notch on everyone's list. Smart like Einstein, fine like red wine. Walk by, stop time. The universe cosign. You deserve the spotlight. You're special like the first time. Love you like a good life. Girl, you got motion. The whole world's on notice. If beauty's only skin deep, I'm stuck in the ocean. No gold, but I'm rushing. 'Cause you're worth the discussion. Hey, ain't nobody better when they trying to prove something you possess. Now, it factor. Everybody knows your name. You were born to entertain. All the kingdoms cater to you. You're just too far. All the stars are jealous of you. I hope you shine. 'Cause you got that it factor. Come down from the clouds, girl. Let your smile do the rest. You got it all live. No need for the keys. Despite how they judge you, you're number 1 to me. Yeah, girl, you got the it factor.
Nice, my brother. Nice. Nice pen on that joint right there. That was you? You on mute again, G?
My bad.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
I said that's you on the pen right there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I could dig it. Yeah. Now, a lot of love in the chat right there, though. You know what I mean? So, like I said, very cool to hear different sounds, homie. So, much respect to you. Like I said, I know we've been probably going back like 15 years. So I'm glad to see you still at this. Glad to see, you know what I mean? Like back outside with it and moving around, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I always respect, because San Diego's a weird place for music. So I love the fact that you're going and like, hitting these international shits and taking this sound to where it needs to be. You know what I mean? These be the high vibrations people need. You know what I mean? So yeah. Much respect due. So 2025, man. I I know you talked about possibly getting down to Rosarito here soon. Is that still going to be in the works, or what's going down?
It's in the works. To be honest with you, I'm talking to another promoter right now, so I just want to. I want to get it done right, you know.
Yeah, so, no, for sure.
Yeah,
all right, cool, man. Well, like I said, if you can drop your info in the chat, my brother. In case people want to reach out, like I said, we got people showing love. Said from Rhode Island. Like I said, want to make sure you and C connect. And if you do have time next week, man, love to have you on with the Marleys. You know what I mean? We definitely love to hit that in front of get some opinions. And then definitely want to connect you with Brian. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
Good stuff, though. Good stuff, man. Continue to be proud of you, my brother. Continue to be proud of you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and put in my website in here.
Oh, yeah. Please, with everywhere, like I said, whereas anybody can contact you.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, anybody else got any questions? Want to show some love? Like I said, good stuff in the chat right there. Feeling that one for sure. So I know you said you and Hovercraft got something dropping, but that's gonna be a piece of another project you said right there. Gonna be more on that reggae vibe.
Yep. Definitely.
All right, word. Big Red, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Big ups, man, for being on the call. Appreciate you being on the call, man. And I went and checked out the music the other day when I saw you was gonna be on the call, and I listened to the It Factor joint, man, and I was like, this is it, man. It's like #1 on Tidal. So you know what I mean, for as one of your songs being released, and I just want to just say congratulations on the music, brother, and your journey.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Big love.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Big Red out of Texas right there, my guy. Young Verse, what's happening?
Young Verse from Worldwide Fleet DJs. I just wanted to show some love. I like all the songs. I think the one that stood out to me the most was It Factor. It made me sit on the edge of my chair. The production was good. The pen, just the way that you structured the song, the way that you like catered the beat to that song, like however y'all put that together, it was real nice. I was feeling that one a lot. So keep up the great work. Salute.
Appreciate it, man. Teamwork.
That's right. What up, C?
Yeah, man. So yeah, again, I mean, good body of work. Like I said, I think It Factor, it's a good transition from the other two records, and it just shows a bigger, broader understanding of who you are as an artist. Now I know the Marley influence on the first two records clearly, and I'm assuming that there's other artists you'd probably do the same with, maybe Dennis Brown, maybe but yeah. I guess I'm going a long way around to ask a simple question, but Coco T just passed away on Tuesday. What is your thoughts on Coco T, and how has he sort of inspired you over the years as one of the
He was very inspirational. Did a show with him out here in Solana 12 years ago, and the man was he's a humble giant, very humble. The world knows how good he was, and he will always be. That sweet, soulful reggae music. I mean, we lost a great one, and he's going to be greatly missed, but his music is always going to be around forever. So Coco T was a man. I love that guy. Very humble dude, man.
Yeah, man. Well, big respect on that, man. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. But man, good stuff, great stuff. Like I said in the chat, shout out to Darren, who's also on this call. I don't know if he's on right now, but he's on here regularly. He put us on with a festival. It's called the Taste of the Caribbean. That's in Montreal. I think it'd be perfect for you. I feel like, and when you said that Canada is connected and showing love, Montreal, Caribbean Festival, it's the no-brainer. I'm we're trying to get Capleton for it. They're looking for some dope acts to sort of to balance it out. I think you'd be great for it. So I'll put your name in the hat.
Definitely, man. Good luck. I'm ready.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
no
man.
Problem. August.
My music is also on my website. If you want to listen to all my music, everything's on there. So website, YouTube channel. I mean, you'll get to know who Line A is. So yeah, man.
Are you doing any like direct to consumer type stuff on there via the website?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Make sure we support the art and the music on another level. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man.
All right, my G. Well, listen, L, I appreciate you coming on, man. Like I said, I know you got to go get the kitty, so we're going to let you go handle that business, man. But best to you for the rest of the year. You know my number is not changing, so let me know if there's any way I can help. Definitely as we get into summer, too, man. I want to see how we can collaborate on a few things outside. So I will definitely be in touch for some vibes, all right?
Okay. Big ups to you all, man. Digiwaxx. Much love. Respect. Raymond.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the DJs. One love.
You get the gist. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see. Apparently, I should have knew my girl Brittany was up on the tee. You know what I'm saying? If you saw the viral sensation going around. And so has anyone seen that video up until now?
Hell yeah. You's a wild guy. You's a wild man, Raymond. That shit funny as hell.
Funny as hell. Like I said, any opinion, because I know a lot of y'all in New York. Because they talk about your girl. She do good. She like doing 144K a year. And she go step out here and do this. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what you think? Do we care that a police officer out here dropping it for the bag or what?
She's hot as fuck. I don't give a shit. I didn't even know, to be honest with you. I'm in New York. I seen the headlines of her talking about, she's doing it for her daughter, but I never saw the video.
Well, there it is. I mean, it's already racked up.
She's doing it for her daughter.
That's what she said. She said she got to keep doing it for her daughter.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I didn't know she was like that. So I ain't mad.
But over 2 million views. I mean, you got to think out even from the artist's point of view, considering the traction she been getting. You know what I mean? It's helped him because the song is mad mid. You know what I mean? But that video gets you. You know what I mean?
I'm so messed up. Does anybody remember the artist's name?
Nope. Don't remember name at all.
That's
all I
the
saw was
craziest part.
booty.
All I saw was it ain't your beauty.
It's your booty.
That was a nice little sliding right there, and I would have not figured that out. That's crazy.
So that is the artist Esquire, who's actually out of New York as well.
It could just be like a big marketing ploy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but I think about like what's that's gonna do for her, because she probably is gonna get hit up now. Like I could see Cardi B pulling her to be in a video.
She wasn't that good of a dancer, like for real. For her,
do we care, Andre? Do we care? Do we care?
A little bit.
Horrible though. She wasn't horrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't horrible.
Yo, that was
Every week I come on this call. Every week I come on this call and y'all disappoint me. Every week.
I was really asking from the perspective of is there some professions where, because she did receive a reprimand. She did receive that they took her off sex crimes cases. This is real. This is real off the conversation. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna spit my soda out right now, Raymond. You lying, bro.
I'm not lying. But then it came about that she didn't violate any policies of what she does in her personal time. You know, but like I said, she make a good bag a year, almost 150K as a detective. 7 years.
You telling me she works for CSI and
New
still
York,
doing
that
that?
ain't nothing. 144 ain't nothing still in New York.
I mean, come on, Vaz. That's still a majority better than what a lot of people is doing. Come on, you know what I mean?
It depends on Raymond. It depends on where you live and the cost of living. Because if your cost of New York, think about how much you pay for. You gotta have to make $100,000 just to pay for your rent to make sure you meet the requirement of 3 times your rent.
Okay, so how do you feel about it personally, Desiree? I mean, was you feeling the video? Was you feeling the song?
Well, first of all, that was a video that she was in, and she was on her personal time. You know what I'm saying? She was on her personal time, so she didn't violate nothing. She didn't have no police uniform on, no police paraphernalia. You know what I'm saying? So she was good. But police officers have off-duty jobs. There's a lot of police officers that do security and stuff like that. That's no different. She just chose to be in the video.
A little different, but okay.
Yeah. See, that's my only thing is like, because is she gonna get the respect?
I mean, really, what's the outrage?
Gonna get the respect in the streets now? Like, because
right,
is she out there trying to do her job?
Look at it. what component of it is outrage? Well, how she was dressing, how she was dancing, like what the part that like, okay, if that part wasn't in there, you wouldn't trip about it.
But ain't that kind of the point? You know what I mean?
No, I think just the video got out by accident.
Hey, listen.
My doctor has the right to do whatever she wants to do too, but I don't really want to see her ass shaking in a music video.
Okay, so this is why I'm bringing up the point, because if y'all saw the other story on the stewardess who got fired recently, fully clothed, nothing was really ratchet about it. But
that's different. She representing the brand, Raymond. She's representing the.
What's up with
brand.
your girl representing the NYPD? How is it different? Come on, that's what I'm saying. That's
He was on company time, right?
It's
the chick got fired for being on company time twerking, and it was an innocent little twerk.
She was fully clothed.
And then if you gonna make that argument, then the police officer didn't even have her uniform on. Oh, girl she was doing shit with her.
Did have her uniform on, yes. Yes,
so
she did have it.
She of course she can get in trouble for that. And the only reason why the police officer she probably got reprimanded for it because it went viral. If it didn't go viral, nobody would even know about it.
Listen, I'm with David.
But the bottom line is it did go viral.
Yeah, she had to know that was gonna go out there.
I mean, if the chance, shit, you're a detective. A detective is not a rookie cop. A detective is a higher up cop. That's a person that's been around. They have to get special training. You have to be on the force for maybe 10 years to be able to get to that next level. Detectives twerking, crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. But she looked good doing it. So I'm not personally mad. Like, I'm not mad. Like, I actually think we live in a culture where anything to get the attention is sort of accepted, man. And at the end of the day, she, 2 million views, you said?
Yes. And like I said, that's probably going to lead to, let's say, I could easily see Cardi B recruiting her for her next video. Some shit like that. You know
CL added 700,000 of those views.
I've never seen,
it till today. Every week, y'all. It's some new bullshit on this call. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay, CL.
I ain't mad.
Drooling all over your computer screen. Low key.
The only reason it's a big deal is because of how they market it.
All y'all thirst buckets. Yeah, y'all thirst buckets. Thirst buckets, he's saying. Y'all thirst.
I think Swerve in a bad area. But
it's the marketing. It's the marketing and the fact that they put that headline NYPD detective. If they would have never put that record would have 200 views on YouTube.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. When you just played it, I felt like Brittany. I was like, damn, this is a hell of a switch. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, what we doing? I didn't know who it was, but I'll tell you this: they cracked the code on attention, which is one of the things we speak about a lot on here. On a song that is super mid. I'm gonna just say damn near whack.
The song is horrible. The song is horrible.
I couldn't remember anything else except for her. And that's the truth. So
I mean, that's sadly the space we in today. I mean, that's been that way for a minute, right? Get the right twerker, get the right, you know what I mean? And your shit go viral. You know what I mean?
Hey, the funny thing about how y'all just said how it got everybody's attention, because right now I'm in school learning how to do storytelling. So with storytelling, you have to get your attention of anybody within the first 2 seconds. And basically they cracked that code with the NYPD and then with just booty it from the jump. You know what I mean? Yep. So you do that from the jump, you catching all the perverts. It's over 2 million perverts in America.
Yeah,
so
first 2 seconds, first 2 cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You're hooked. You're hooked.
You gonna get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Greatest storytelling tool ever right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So much more to it. Oh my goodness.
30 of the perverts in here. CLK, stop smiling right now.
Look at that. I was like, yo, this shit ain't bad. I was like, this ain't a bad look right here. You know what I mean?
Every week. It's some bullshit.
Sue's rendezvous.
Hey, I'm gonna give me a shirt with fan on it, you know.
Are you a
But
fan?
she does.
I'm a
But
fan.
honestly, the last thing I'll say is that she is setting herself up for a different type of check. You know, she could do the OnlyFans thing. She could and make a lot more than what she's making at NYPD. But you know, at the end of the day, it's her choice. It's her choice. If she's not breaking any laws, she's not doing anything wrong. Because the minute man says to a woman, well, you can't do that, it's a whole nother thing. This is her choice. She's doing it. I'm sure she got paid or whatever the case is. At the end of the day, she was asked. She could have said no. She said yes. And it is what it is. It seems like it's working out, at least for the story.
Yeah, for all we know, she got her year's salary in one video. You know what I mean? So if y'all are interested, you can track her on the gram at Honeybee. If
Did you just put a handle out there? You already follow her, bro.
Yeah, you know the brothers real quick on the low.
Yeah, fools, I see y'all down. All of a sudden, your eyes went down to your phone.
32 mutual friends.
32.
Hey, you know that feature they got to on Instagram, they got the little hearts when you feel like your friends been liking stuff on Instagram. Like this also been liked by 4 other your friends.
Man, shit.
Everybody's stories finna have cheeks in them.
I tell you, boy. Getting that attention.
All right. And her real name is Melissa Mercado, by the way, if you guys really want to know.
That's crazy. Man.
If you remember, Mikey Keys gonna be dropping some stuff with Mitchie Slick here soon. Party on the West Side, dope EP from the Russell out now, and definitely right before that. I felt like we slept on that Smith and Wesson album, yo. Infinity is it was a dope album. Very dope album. That joint we played featured Ralph Tresvant.
David did a write-up on it on Digiwaxx. He did a write-up on the album. He just put it out this week, Monday. So y'all go to the main page of Digiwaxx.
Yeah, that album is on fire. He got like some joints with Prodigy called Black Eminence. Yeah. And my favorite song is the one he got with this girl named Jalissa. That I'm trying to think of the name of it off the top, but that one is very like harmonic. It has a dope melody, nice chorus. But the whole album, Knife One, is so collective. If you hear it, it's well rounded and it doesn't sound dated. It sounds like it's refreshing. So yeah, I did write it and I put it up. But yeah, I don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. It's a great album. Infinity by Smith and Wesson.
Yeah, I felt like we should still try to get them on the call because they got a good project and we just, we always show love, but we should definitely try to get them on the call at some point for sure. Definitely slipped. I don't know why we haven't played one song. That's the first time we played a record from it. Crazy. So good stuff. And I like the Lil Russell record. Like he's just getting better and better, man. Shout out to Lil Russell.
For the record, that wasn't the first time y'all played a Smith and Wesson joint.
Yeah. Quantum had given us one. Yeah.
What did we play? We played what? The Elephant in the Room?
I played the title track like 3 weeks ago. And I told y'all it was coming out that Friday.
Yeah, the album dropped what? End of February?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we can we can holler somebody at Duck Down. They'll get them on.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
Did y'all see that dumb shit? That one fucking Bozo Knox said around the Russell out there. Just an idiot.
And that's the other side of attention, trying to get attention. Just doing the dumbest stuff in the world to just.
What happened?
What was that? L.A. Russell. He kept saying, "This L.A. Russell." It's like, shut up, fool.
Man, he just basically went on live and was hating on Lil Russell, saying like, "Yo, this guy."
Who y'all talking
about? That one bozo that used to be on the call here. What, Knox, right?
Yes.
Oh, Knox. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he's different, he's an idiot. But it's all good. We've
y'all didn't see that? I didn't see y'all talking about the one.
You're mad in the matrix. Oh, yep. I think we just lost him right there.
Okay. Yeah. All good. I got a quick question for everybody because I felt like we've talked about AI for almost 2 years on this call. Has AI music gotten stronger or is it going backwards in y'all opinion? Are y'all hearing any like AI? Remember it was the Drake and so track, and I remember it was the Biggie and Tupac's and all these crazy records. Are there any AI records out here that have like made it, or are you hearing any? Because I heard a song the other day and I was like, yo, that joint is fire. But then they told me it was AI. I was like, man, maybe this stuff is happening and I just don't know about it. Is there a beat at all with anybody?
I mean, shit, for all we know, shit, some of these songs out now was AI. We don't know. You know what I mean? I think what's more been crazy is like, I don't know if y'all saw supposedly LeBron James's like response to Stephen A. Smith, but that was all AI. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing more crazy AI videos than I am like music. But then again, who knows, right? You know what I mean? But that's where the shit is getting like, it's like I said, because it was mad stupid. It's like, for what LeBron said, it was like, yeah, he wouldn't have said that publicly, and that was after the whole Stephen A. Smith altercation, whatever, but he was kind of just being mad, disrespectful out the neck. And it's like, he's not going to do that, so.
It's been more than videos. It's been news stories. Like what you were saying, somebody said something. I'm like, they running a whole story. I'm like, wait a minute, this AI. They got an AI story out here. So it's running rampant. So you gotta like really read to determine if it's a real story. And it be so damn lengthy. It's AI.
So I was just gonna ask you, like, how close or how much longer until you can't tell it apart? Because you can still tell it apart. You can still tell it apart. But how much longer will it be? You cannot tell AI from the real.
This year. And I bet you a #1 record will come off of AI between this year and next year.
Yeah, I hate to say you're probably right, but damn. I tripped even furthermore now seeing the AI and some of the software that I saw in the DJ software like Serato. So there was a software I seen that was set up in there now that gives you song suggestions out of like something to mix to. You know what I mean? So as I said, AI just kind of making. I mean, you could say it's making it easier, but it's making us fucking stupid. It's making us lazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's doing all the shit for us. But
I've been saying that. Anybody using the AI on their phone?
I've been using Suno. I've been using that one, and with Suno, you can basically tell it what you want, and it'll give you that vibe that you requested.
Oh, from a music standpoint.
Yeah, it's like let's say if you want deep 808s, I need a trap drum set. Okay. Also, I need jazz guitar, deep 808 bass, whatever you ask for, it'll put it together and generate. And the app is Suno, and it basically I was looking at Timbaland. He was like, "This is the age of music that I've really been waiting for, where I can just basically think." And then what I get from thinking, it put it together for me. So he's a big promoter of it right now. And I've been messing with it. And I made about damn near close to about 20 to 30 songs using it. You know what I mean? So you can basically get a good concept song. If you need a concept song, you can get it, and you can also share them with anybody.
Well, basically all of that's doing, I understand what people using it, but it's doing is collecting our thoughts.
Yeah.
Data, and to the point where it doesn't need us anymore, going to phase us out. So Timbaland can do all what he want. Before 2030, he won't be Timbaland no more. Be a Timbaland AI, and people won't pay him no more. And he gonna wonder why, what happened, because he invested all his thing, and he's giving all his ingredients, all his whatever thoughts, everything to that until it collects the data, and it does collect all our data, what we do on this platform, everything we say, all that is collecting it, and then to the point where humans are not going to be needed. Brittany, you got what's up?
No. I thought you was there. Yeah, go ahead, Britt. What you done, Swerve? My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, G.
No, I said she could talk. I know she had her hand up.
Yeah, let's make it quick. We got our next guest on the line. So go ahead, Britt.
I was just going to say that there's technology already that's using brain cells to put into AI to watch it mature and grow. And we're probably going to be 1 or 2 generations away from humans not actually reading and writing for ourselves. So it's much more controversial than just music. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. I mean, it take the whole joke of the test tube baby in the day back to a new level. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. So with that, man, want to transition to our next artist, Raven Justice. Hold it down for the Bay. What's good with you, G? Good to see you again.
Oh man, what's going on with you, man? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. I haven't seen you since before the pandemic, bro. So glad to see you still out here getting to it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I appreciate it. Glad to see you doing your thing too, King.
No doubt. What's your take on AI? Have you started to dabble a little bit in it with production or anything like that?
I actually haven't been able to mess around with it yet. I haven't had any much interest in it like that. I've seen, just like anybody else, all the AI stuff on Instagram or something like that. But yeah, I ain't messed around with it just yet.
All right, so you're still into having some real beats and real.
Yeah. I gotta keep it authentic, man. You know what I mean?
That's right. Representing for Oaktown, man.
All day.
Me and CL was talking about because, like, I want to say you probably got like close to 15 years in this shit now, huh?
Yeah, pretty close. I think we almost there. I think we had like 13, 14.
Yeah. Because I want to say, like, I kind of first started. It was weird because when I started to hear your name and hear your music was definitely around the big ratchet and blues wave. You know what I mean? That started to pop out on the West. You know what I mean? Where we were getting R and blues before the ratchets. You know what I'm saying? Which I know you cater to well. I know you got no problem with it. But congrats on the new drops for 2025, man. Am I assuming or am I safe to say this all leading up to some like a project coming soon?
Oh, most definitely, man. We got to start it off right. I wanted to just start it off with swinging, really. You know what I mean? Dropped 4 singles. All of them are doing really good. Got the content going. And then really, I just want to. I'm kind of just up against the fence on if I wanted to do an EP or a mixtape. You know what I mean? But it's in the air right now. But I'm definitely aiming for dropping a project this month. Yeah, either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, again, man, Raven Justice hanging out with us, man, coming out of Oakland. Now, when we think Bay Area, we normally think the rappers and whatever. So, for yourself in the R&B wave, because there's a lot of talent that's come out the Bay that I don't think a lot of people know. You know what I mean? Even in the R&B world. So I'm just curious for yourself, coming of age and coming up, man. Who's you bumping out there?
Coming up, well, my dad is from Atlanta, Georgia, so it was a lot of like old school McGoodies in the house, Tupac, E40, and Too Short. Those are like his main, go-to people that he would always play around me and my little brother. So I obtained a lot of like, ism and knowledge just from those artists. You know what I mean? Shout out to those legends. And also like, he put me on, like I said, the Bobby Blue bands and, a bunch of just old school music. I don't know all the names of them, but I know the songs and, it resonated to me. And then I just caught wind and just fell in love with music, man, and just took it on one,
Hell yeah. Well, let's go on and get into a record. So I know you say you dropped 4 records. And tell me if I'm missing any, because I've seen Ransom, Slimy, and Keep Going for the top of this year.
Oh yeah. And before that was this record called Kanye Crazy.
Okay, word. Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get into this first joint, Ransom. You know what? I'm gonna let the song speak for itself, and then you could kind of embellish on it. So we got Raven Justice hanging out, y'all. Ratchet and blues at its finest, man. Peep game.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? That's a good 9,800 BPM for us.
Come on, man. I was trying to get something for the club. You know what I'm saying? Something for the ladies, something for the club. You know what I mean? The project I'm getting ready to drop is called 50 Shades of Ray. So, the whole idea is just, really just 50 ways to express, who I am in my music in a sense. You know what I mean? And like you said, I'm from the Bay, from Oakland, so I want to have, them party turned up records. And I'm for the ladies, so I want to have stuff for the ladies. and just a bunch of different type of vibes, you know what I mean? Expressing like who I am as a person in each record, you know what I mean? So this one was really just, you know, me wanting to have fun and you know, bring back that ratchet, you know, R&B, you know what I mean, for the club. You already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hey, Ratchet and Blues.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Indeed. Did you get to step out for NBA All-Star Weekend at all?
I didn't actually. I wasn't in the area. I was visiting family in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So I had missed the whole, you know what I'm saying, turn up. But you know, I seen it as far as all the artists is doing their thing online, and you know, I was rooting from afar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, there's a very dope movement. Well, I mean, the Bay has always been special. You know what I mean? The Bay is always a special place when we talk about music. It's been cool because, like I said before you came on, I don't know if you was on or not, but we just hit you know, new record from La Russell. You know what I mean? There's a nice crop of artists out there that are you know, coming together. You know, because you know, given your time and everything like that, you know, there's always that I don't want to say misconception, but there's music coming out the Bay that's not just hyphy. You know what I mean? So anytime I talk to people outside of California, they always just reference it as hyphy. It's like, nah, there's more to the Bay.
Yeah, everywhere I go, I kind of get that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's, you know, but I feel like, you know, the Bay had cultivated that. And at the same time, when I hear it, you know, it's actually cool at the same time. It's cool being actually noticed for something. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in two different ways. It's definitely changed since then, but, you know, we still got some of the energy. You know what I'm saying? It's just we don't refer to it as hyphy anymore. But it's definitely, you know, the energy is still there in all the music that we doing, and it's spreading like wildfire for real. And I see the whole coast, the whole West Coast, and took part of that energy. It's not called hyphy anymore, but it's the energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing it. I'm loving it. I'm loving all of it. So yeah,
without a doubt. Have you seen like your sound in other markets? Like, you know, like I said, I always talk a lot about the analytics and whatever and the stuff we got available to us now.
Yeah.
Like, is there other regions that have kind of gravitated to your sound more than others?
Oh,
outside
most
of the
definitely.
Bay?
Most definitely. I get a lot of love from, you know, overseas for sure. I did tours over there in Germany. I was over there for 3 months. I loved it. You know what I mean? They loved the music. It was fans I didn't even know I had. Also, you know, Boston and a bunch of like different areas in the East Coast. You know what I mean? A lot of places, bro. It's crazy. Like a lot of the stuff is like, to me, still is like a dream to me. Like, I'll reach out to artists like Fetty Wap, who's from, you know, New Jersey. And, you know, when I reached out, I wasn't thinking like he may know of me or anything. So I reach out, he reached back out when we got us on together now. So it just let me know, like, you know, like the music, it travels. And when it does, it really, you know, it resonates. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely gotten a lot of places, bro. You know, next, I think I'm gonna do a tour in Australia. Australia really rocking with it too out there. So that's next on the drawing boards for me.
Hell yeah. Worldwide raving. I see it. I could dig it.
Come on, man. International Ray, you know.
Yeah. What like so for yourself, where do you like pit Raven Justice at today versus say even like, because I think we connected out here in Dago maybe 2017, 2018.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
So like where do you place Raven Justice today versus like that time?
Today I just feel like I'm legendary at this point. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of just the people, like the people just let me know that, and you know, it's like a dream. It's like still a dream, living in a dream. I've heard like, you know, so many artists that's like big now, you know, have given me my flowers and let me know that, you know, I was a big part of their sound. You know what I'm saying? Artists like Blast and, you know, Kalen for reals, and, you know, just so many artists, you know what I'm saying, I can see and I can hear my, you know, influence in their music. It's amazing to see it, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, when I go to LA and I go to these other places and, you know, people see me, they let me know like the imprint that I've done, you know what I'm saying, thus far in the game, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still just getting started, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dope to see it now and happening at this level, you know, where I got even legends like Too Short, you know, calling me for, you know, albums now, and, you know, cats like Mozzie and, you know, a lot of different artists. You know, it's hard to name them all, but it's a lot, you know, that at one point for me, it was a dream even to, you know, have a conversation with them. So it's just dope to have like now a personal relationship with all these people that my dad, you know, played to me when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just amazing, bro.
Yeah, that Oaklandish record y'all did a couple years back was ill too, man. That was
Come on, man.
super, super dope. You know what I mean?
Come on, one of them classes
yeah.
that we did. We got a bunch of records in Too Short, man. He's got him in a boat. He got an album that he about to drop with Lil Jon coming out too. And I'm featuring on one of the records. So I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? We got a lot in store.
Super dope, man. Much respect due. Much respect due. What's up, C?
Nah, I would say good stuff. I had a question about the sound because I like it a lot. And I like the name. You know, I like the name. Like it's marketable, but it also fits. You know, I was listening to the lyrics. I was like, all right, I get it.
Appreciate you, kid.
Ratchet and blues. But my question is, what created the sound? You know, was it a certain producer that you work with, or did it just come from your pen and your mind, and it's sort of like you connected that with anybody you want to work with?
As far as the Ransom record,
not just the Ransom record, but the entire sound, the whole ratchet and blues.
Oh, kind of interesting. At first, like when I first started music, I was trying to do the R&B slow thing. You know what I mean? And in the Bay, the culture is just a little different. And I was going to the clubs and the DJs at the radio. You know, I would catch them at the club venue, you know, gigs. And I would go up to them and I would just study the music in the club. And I'm seeing what people are dancing to, what the DJ is playing. And then I go and I ask them, like, you know, is this what I need? And he's like, yeah, bro, like we need something that we can, you know, we need something energetic. You know what I mean? Like we in a club, I can't, you know, mess my setup playing something slow. So in my mind at that time, it taught me like, okay, I need tempo, you know? And then he played a record, I think it was like an August Alsina record that he had did with over a mustard beat. You know what I mean? And he was like, I know you can get me one of these. And I was just like, I could definitely do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, it kind of evolved over time in a sense, like, you know, like I guess the tempo of the hyphy, but / like R&B, I had to blend both. I had to figure it out. You know what I mean? Hearing the DJ say like, we need one of these up tempo kind of R&B records, you know? So I go to the studio and I lock in. You know, I lock in. I tried. That's all I was working on at the time. I'm like, I just got to lock in on club. Every record I was just trying to just find that one, and then I found one, and that record was called Slide Through at the time, and it was big for me. And then, you know, I got Migos on the remix, Waka Flocka on the remix. It was huge. You know, it was my first big record single in the Bay Area. Then it kind of traveled around the West, and then had me meetings with QC in Atlanta, and it was a lot. You know what I mean? But the sound originated just from studying the club in the Bay at the time. You know what I mean? My market, I was just trying to own my market at the time. And I seen like the crowd and I had to figure it out, like on some evil sciences type shit. I had to figure it out and I did. You know what I mean? So that's how the sound got created. And I feel like me and a couple of other artists like T-Fly, who was out with 24 Hours with 2 Chainz, he was out doing his thing. And then Eric Bellinger, you know what I'm saying? We just kind of like had that moment as a unit of R&B West Coast singers, and we just had this sound and we were just dumping them out, you know what I mean? And that was still, you know, I just want to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's still a place for it.
Dope. And your creative process is more like you like to find a producer that sort of gives you those vibes to work with.
Yeah, because I can feel it, you know what I mean? Now, like I know the sound so well, like as soon as I hear it, I know it's just one of them ones. And the producer that actually produced Ransom, he's from overseas, actually, you know. And when I went to Germany, they love that sound. You know, it's like even like what's the sound? When we were doing what was a big record like Loyal by Chris Brown. It's like techno-y, like do 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 whatever that sound is with the hip hop beat in the back. Yeah, EDM, right? Or dance hall, I think. When DJ Mustard started mixing dance hall with, the urban beat in the background, it changed, I guess, the sonics in hip hop for overseas, and they just loved it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why they just kind of like, fell in love with the music that I was putting out at the time. It was something new for them, and it just cultivated that way.
Respect. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's ill. It's interesting you mentioned the artists like Blast and like Kalen for real today, because definitely
man.
now that I hear you say that, indeed you can hear the influence for reals. You know what I mean? So
you see what I'm saying? So it's dope.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. Funky Skunk, I see you had your hand up. Did you want to chime in, or I think he asked in the. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to you, man. The record sounds
Shout
good.
out, King.
I wanted to ask a question. I was wanting to comment earlier on some things that were said, but I see you're a vocalist and you use producers.
Yeah.
Cat overseas. Not to be. But I just want to ask: do they actually play the instruments?
I mean, it's interesting that you say that because Short actually had a conversation about that topic. You know what I mean? And he was like letting me know like how the Bay Area beats were originated and how it was originated from funk and actual instruments played. You know what I mean? But no, to answer your question, it's all from like a computer. You know what I'm saying? Whoever made the beat, he just did it on some beat making website that a lot of producers I'm sure use. So it wasn't played. It wasn't played by instruments live.
There was a comment earlier. And I don't mean to mix this in with your thing, and I'm not throwing no shade or throwing no diss on your stuff because it's dope. But I'm one of the cats. I'm an old school cat. I'm 67 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When I started playing music, doing music, I was 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So there was nothing but instruments. There was no, but technically we did have like on the organs, we had like the little drum machines that used to sound cheesy on the organs, and we would use that for tempo, and then we used the old wooden metronome that was on my grandmother's spinet piano that would keep the time tick, tick, tick. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna just say this, and I might get a little flack of feedback from it, but what you guys are doing, and even going back to the old original sampling on the SP12s and and stuff like that, I'm gonna say it like this: there's no difference in that and using today AI. They're tools. You know what I'm saying? And if you understand the theory of music and you use the tool with that knowledge, it just makes you more unlimited. So when it was said earlier that Timbaland is not going to no longer get paid, or it's not going to be that they're going to take Timbaland's brain and then use it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I disagree. I totally disagree. But one of the things that Timbaland said, and me and him are in sync with, is that if you don't learn this technology, you're going to be left behind.
Right.
I used to have the same arguments with old school musicians that are older than me when they started talking about using drum machines. Oh man, it ain't real, blah, 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 blah. It plays the same thing over and over. I said, no, man, you tripping, because first of all, you can program a drum machine to do anything you want it to do. And you came up with that beat, even though you're using a tool to do it. How is that not real? How is that not your intellectual property? How is that not something you wrote? You can't find a hammer that's going to build a house.
Right.
The hammer does what you tell it to do. If you trying to build a house and you a jacked up carpenter, you're just going to have a jacked up house, but it's still going to be a house. You know what I'm saying? The hammer ain't going to jump up and build the house for you, but the hammer is what you need to build that house. So I know that's deep and crazy, but
I'm about to ask you, Funky, what's happening right now, G?
Funky done got all personal.
I didn't get personal. I'm just trying to drop game. I'm trying to on younger people to instead of, I'm gonna say it like this, instead of I'm like I said, that this is part of y'all giving me the flack, but I'm gonna say it like this: learn the technology and then do it original instead of taking somebody else's actual track. Do a thing in that field, but with your own original thought and instrumentation, but still use the machine. Because then it comes out, it's yours instead of it belonging to the Ohio players or you got to get it clear because it ain't really your material. But you can take that same vein and make it original, and then you own it and pass that along and start practicing that. Do both things. Do all of it. Don't be limited.
I hear you.
Our problem is we don't own a lot of the music.
All right, hey Funk, I don't mean to cut you off, dog. I'm gonna have to hit you with the Grammy music. You know what I'm saying?
Giving the old publishing money back to the old people that stole it in the first place from the original people that made it up, like Little Richard and all them.
Right, Funky Skunk with the TED Talk. All right, all love, all love. We got Raven Justice hanging out. Gary Archer, what's happening? What's happening?
Archer,
man, I just want to jump in and shout out young Raven Justice, man. This dude, the epitome of Bay Area hustle, man. Like he said, he's from Oakland, California. I met him when he was probably 14, 15 years old.
Youngin.
And he wasn't even serious yet. He was just, but he knew he was kind of thinking he wanted to do it. And he's one of them dudes, he was there. He showed up. Like, he didn't have to be performing. He didn't have, like, if there was more than 4 people in the building, he's showing up. How you doing? My name Raven Justice. How you doing? How you doing? And I'm just saying, like, you deserve everything you get, Raven. Like, not only are you amazing, a lot of people as talented as you sleep on that shit. They sleep on the talent and they wait for that hope bus. So much respect to keep go getting it, man. Keep
I
go getting
appreciate
it.
you, Gary. Thank you, man. I definitely will.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Raven. Well, let's get into the latest joint. This one I believe just dropped this past Friday. Keep going, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's the new joint right here called Keep Going. Something for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Something mid tempo you can play in the car on the way home. You know what I mean? Thinking about your old lady or thinking about your loved one. You know.
That's right. That's right. Peep gave y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring a little sexy for the ladies. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
sir.
Shouts
Yes,
out
sir.
to Miss Brittany chiming in on the chat. She said this is it. I was wondering if we was going to hear from one of the
Miss
queens
Brittany
in the building.
Appreciate you, Queen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, Raven, man, I appreciate you, dog. What's the plans for 2025? I know it's kind of felt like a heavy top of the year, man, but we barely in March. A lot of year left. What are you popping out to South by Southwest at all, or what's cracking?
No, I ain't going this year, but really, I'm about to drop this project and then I'm going on tour. That's my plans. You know what I mean? Drop this project, go on tour, and then just, drop more. You know, I got a lot of music in the can. So I just want to I just really want to drop this whole year. Like this whole year, I think I want to aim for at least like 2 EPs and maybe 2 projects. You know what I'm saying? 2 12-song projects this whole year. You know what I mean? And then tour out the year. So that's my plan.
Considering from when you started to where things are at today, you started in the CD era, hustling out the trunk, whatever, to everything right now. Has there been any other business ventures you've kind of dived off into, you know what I mean, or on side income or anything like that?
Oh yeah, man. I'm taking a little dip into the cannabis business. I got my own company established. I've also taken a little dive into the trucking business. I'm still like brainstorming on other ventures, but those 2 new things are new ventures of my path as far as right now outside of music.
Yeah. All right, word, man. Well, shout out to the homie Andre. Andre put in the chat, y'all, if y'all need a drop or anything else from Raven.
Andre.
Yep. He's got his info in there. Raven, man, I appreciate you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I know I gotta come out there, come rock with you too.
Yeah, let's get it. You listen, there's a lot of day parties that are popping out here now, bro. So it'd be dope to have, you know what I mean? That kind of been the new wave out here in Dago, you know what I mean? On some R&B flavor. So we definitely got to plug them pieces together.
Yeah, we got to put that together, man. That sounds like my type of vibe.
We will for sure. I know you've got an opportunity to work with like legends out the Bay and all that type of stuff. Is there anybody still like on the bucket list that like, again, I want to get this feature, I want to work with them, whatever.
In the Bay Area?
Period, bro. Period.
Oh, period. Definitely I want to work with Chris Brown for sure. I want to work with Future. I want to work with Young Thug, Summer Walker. There's a bunch of new talent, out there right now that I'm loving. The list can go on. Bryson Tiller. I want to work with a lot of the female acts too. Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red. You know what I mean? That's a long list. There's a lot of new artists. I like them all. So I definitely want to put in some work and get it going with some of the new people out there doing their thing.
If Drake reached out tonight for the feature, you getting down?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. I just had to ask on the West Coast flavor. You know what I mean?
I can't be biased because he lost. He still lost. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we still talking music. I'll get Drake on something still.
Hell yeah. Just want to know you because there's been a discussion. Drake's time in rap and hip hop might be done, but he's a dope R&B artist. You know what I mean? He can do R&B flavor. You know what I mean?
I really don't think it's over with, man. Like
Okay,
I'm looking at what he's still doing. Like if it was over, he wouldn't be selling out arenas. I know that. You know what I'm saying? The man is selling out. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing. So, I just looked at it's just like a battle, just like basketball. He just lost the basketball game. Move on. You know what I mean?
Back in the next season to go again. All right.
Yeah. He won some and he lost one. He went against the wrong guy this time. He lost. He won the last one with me, and he went against the wrong guy this time. So it is what it is. Good basketball game. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's right. Live to fight another day. Another day. That's right. Yeah. Well, big ups, bro. Big ups. Good to hear from you again, man. Good to see you again for sure.
Likewise. Man.
Like I said, I'll be in touch with Andre because, like I said, some day party stuff has definitely been opening up
let's
out
lock
here.
it in.
It's still early part of the year, so we'll see if we get some shit popping for summertime for sure, man. So
hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, no, man. Thank you again, man. Love to that Bay Area for sure. Yeah, indeed. And Andre, like I said, he dropped that info in the chat, y'all. If you guys are looking for a drop or anything else, tap in with Raven. Andre, you want to say anything before you go?
Oh yeah, for sure. Big shouts out to Digiwaxx as always. Big salute to Raven. Yeah. But yeah, DJs, we love y'all. We rock with y'all. So if y'all need any drops, just please send me a script. You can either DM it to me or send it straight to the email. I sent Radio Raymond the DJ pack for ransom. So these records don't move without y'all. You know what I'm saying? We need everybody's support on it. Gary Archer, you an OG up there in the yay. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need that love, my boy. And yeah, man, let's keep this shit going. And let me know whenever y'all ready to do this Digiwaxx album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Digiwaxx compilation. See,
come on,
Digiwaxx compilation.
On that. Oh God.
Yeah. I like it. All right. Well, Andre, I'll look out for that DJ pack for Keep Going as well. And then we'll definitely get ransom up on the site for everybody also. So
already in your email,
y'all, man.
Already in your email, my boy.
All right. Much love, fellas. Thank y'all for chiming in. Raven, best to you, G.
Appreciate everybody.
Be in touch.
Thank y'all.
Yep.
All right.
Producer 6. Got Logic on that one. He actually got a lot of dope features, but 6, a producer, his debut project Homebody's out now, man. He got a lot of dope features on that thing, but some of that ill shit right there. So
where's he from?
Shit, I'm not even quite sure, but it's spelled 6 as in 6. I'm gonna put it in the chat. S6. So the number 6 IX. Yeah.
Yeah, I just seen him do I just looked at a YouTube on today or yesterday. Producer, he produced quite a few people in the game. But yeah, don't that sound that sound, because in the background I was doing, remember the drop for NYU where Eclipse was on, the WNY New York. Yo, it sound, I was doing that in the background as that was that's that underground NYU radio station vibe.
Nigga, that shit gets the groovy movie stamp right now, yo.
Indeed. So he is out of Maryland. So which would I guess be the title of the joint, because the title of that song is WMD. So shouts to Maryland in the building.
You got the you said what's the name of the album?
Homebody.
I might check it. I might check that out.
Yeah. He got some dope features on there. You'll dig it, bro. You'll dig it for sure.
Yeah, dope producer, very eclectic type producer.
Oh, yeah, I think we connected to him, but that joint right there was automatically insane. Just the sample, it's just it's that shit. Nothing to talk about. You ain't gotta even say nothing. He's good money. Good stuff. All right, let's get on to our next guest. Tapping in. Shout out to him. Comes from a dope legacy as well, but standing on his own too, holding it down. I don't know whether it's from Harlem or from VA or from Atlanta, but Young Tash is in the building. Young Tash, where you at, bro?
Yo.
What's good? Okay, do us one favor. Let's turn your camera to the what do you call that? The side mode.
What is the side? Hold on, let me see. Do this, John. Oh shit. Okay, that's how you flip it. How you turn it to the side, John?
Yeah, just turn the camera to
Oh
something.
shit. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell? All right. What's
There
up,
you
y'all?
go. All right. You good, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good. I'm blessed. What you got going on?
Oh man, it's just another beautiful Wednesday.
Yeah,
Just
man.
listening to some new joints, talking that talk. Well, what you think about that last record?
No, that one was dope. I actually like Logic. Like I rock with his music. He's actually pretty dope. So you know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like you must have an eclectic ear. You must.
Yeah. So I grew up in Atlanta. I know you were saying you don't know if I'm from all over VA. I was born in Virginia Beach, but only lived there until I was like 2 years old, and then ended up moving to Atlanta with my mom because my dad was always on the road. So you know what I'm saying, they was really like big on me being in school and you know what I'm saying, going to school and just living a normal life for real. So uh, I lived with my mom all my life. Was always around music. Of course, you know the Atlanta scene is super huge with music and trap music and hip hop and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much like, my background. And then yeah, I've been around my pops all my life as well. So, you know what I'm saying? I got the oldies vibe to me a little bit, So
Any records stand out? The oldie vibes or the records that
man,
really,
there's a
we
whole
all got
bunch.
these songs that sort of like you just can't deny they're part of your
I
soul.
like My Prerogative. I like Don't Leave. I like the record he produced for Keith Sweat, Nobody. I like what else? Um Trying to think. Less Chill, those type of Teddy's Jam, those type of vibes. And those like 80s vibes. Like people don't really know about that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, thank you for joining, man. It's just great to hear, some of the influence and whatnot. And I guess it's the time you should probably tell everybody a little bit more about young Tash and how, I guess some of that background, and how you got to here today, because you already got your own energy going. So, how did that all
Yeah. Yeah, so I actually when I graduated high school, because I was hooping and I ended up quitting ball, and I just ended up picking up my laptop and started making beats. So when I started making beats, it was, if anybody's a producer, it's like it's low key a struggle at first, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to learn your sound, your craft and stuff like that. So it took me just sitting down, really just being in the studio 24/7, being in my room 24/7, just making beats and trying to figure out what I wanted the sound to be, And I eventually ended up getting pretty good and caught my first placement with 21 Harold, which he's 21 Savage's artist. And then I ended up moving on to getting placements with K Camp as well. I'm on his Vibe Forever album. And then also I got one with Rob 49 and G Herbo. And then ended up getting Young and May's single that she ended up releasing like right after she was going through her, whole situation as well. So yeah, just producing for me was more of kind of like something like therapy almost. You know what I mean? Like just something where I can, you know what I'm saying, like just sit away and, you know what I'm saying, just vibe out. So then I ended up picking up a DJing board. I ended up meeting my manager out here in Vegas because I live in Vegas right now. I met my manager and he was just like, yo, like he got me in a party promoting at first, but he was like, you know what, you can do something a little bit different. You're already musically inclined. Why don't you, pick up a DJ board? So ended up doing that, got good with that because, just putting in a lot of the work. He was always pushing me like, you can be anything you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Just put your mind to it. You got it. So ended up DJing at Big Jerk out here, Live, Zook, Daylight, those type of, spots, casinos and stuff like that out here. A couple strip clubs out here as well. Rhino, the Girls Collections, So that's pretty much, all the stuff that I'm doing out there with the DJing. And then recently just got back into doing music. Like actually like rapping, becoming an artist. And once I just I felt as though that like that was one thing about me that I put to the side, knowing that I can do it. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? Let me just let me just see what I could do with it. And so I started making songs again and started writing and producing for myself as well. And then my friends were just like, just put this out. Like, forget about it. Like, it don't matter what nobody else says. It's like, if it flop, it flop. If it don't, it don't. If you know what I'm saying? If it do well, it is what it is. So I put the Saint record out, and it did pretty good for the city. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people got behind it. A lot of people was rocking with it. World Star ended up picking it up, and they wanted to do a premiere for it and stuff. So we did a premiere with them. Had a couple of outlets posted and stuff like that. So, now just continuing to do that. I'm working on a couple other singles, which you guys will hear as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Without going too long.
Now let's get into it, man. I mean, that's what's up, man. I mean, multi-talented, obviously, producer, writer, DJ. It sounds like you're all the way, committed in. Yeah, I want to get into the Saint record. Let's play that, and we'll come back. We got Young Tash in the building. Check it. Okay. My bad. New Music Wednesdays. We are on with Young Tash, holding it down, representing out of Atlanta and Vegas, and VA, of course, Harlem, New York.
Harlem.
So, do you play keys also? Did you play the keys and everything?
Yeah, so I actually self-taught, learned how to play like chords and stuff like that as well. I can't play full compositions or anything like that, but like as far as like chords and different chord progressions and stuff, I can play because like I feel like with making trap music, you have to know just a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely self-taught when it came to that as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I guess the next question, is this all independent or are you partnering with a label?
Right now I'm independent. I do my distribution through Video. As far as like my production, I have my publishing administered and stuff like that. So I'm a part of Mezzo Agency when it comes to like they administrate a lot of my publishing and stuff like that. So, but all my artistry it's all independent.
Good. Any other collabos we can expect?
Oh, I got a couple with this artist out here named D Cross. He's gonna be dope. A couple with my dog B6 out in Atlanta. Who else? My dog Mino and them out in Atlanta as well. Yeah, and just I've been really working independently right now. Like I haven't really reached for features or anything like that. So, what I'm saying, just kind of wrapping my head around, what I want to sound like. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, it definitely takes time, and I think it's important to, like you said earlier, like just really focus on your sound and find yourself musically, because sometimes we jump out there with a record, and when you haven't done that, you're sort of lost.
Right.
You got responsibilities, you don't get a chance to focus on yourself.
Right.
And I'm curious to know, how has the response been for the Saint record?
It's been good. I've gotten mixed. I wouldn't even say mixed reviews because a lot of Vegas has gotten behind it. So a lot of my team, a lot of the people who already supported me through the DJing and the production side of my music have really gotten behind it because they trust my my sound in my ear. Of course, you have your naysayers who say, oh, this is Teddy Riley's son. We expect, R&B and da-da-da-da-da. And I just, for me, I don't really pay attention to a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I know that what I'm doing is my lane and what my pops did is his lane. And, you know what I'm saying? He's a super duper legend. And for me, it's just creating a legacy for myself. You know what I mean? So
I think that's the best answer, being free to do what you do. That is what's up.
I appreciate it.
All right, talk to us about the Victory record.
So Victory came about. I have this producer. He made the record Kehlani for Jordan. I can't pronounce his last name. I don't want to mess it up. Yes, Adetunja. Yes. So he produced that record, and he sent me this beat. And it was actually the Victory sample from Nipsey Hussle. And so he was like, yo, like, I think you could really sound dope on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of in the key of your voice and everything like that. Like, just see what you could do to it. So he sent it to me, and I ended up hopping on the record, and it was really dope. So I felt as though that it would be dope to play for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Getting a different ear and just seeing, you know, which way I should take it. So.
All right, well, let's get into it. If you don't know, we own Young Tash. This record is called Victory. Let us know what you think. Check it out.
Just took a lap around the city, nigga. Time. What you say? What you say? Baby, you prolific, you're so gifted. You the type that wanna make me go and get up and go get it. If I ain't had you by my side, bitch, I be different. If I ain't had you on my ride, I be tripping. I'ma take another lap. I was playing hard to get, baby. I was focused on the trap. Another 100 on my wrist, baby. Never been a type to cap. I just got another whip, baby. I'ma take you around the map. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm nip, baby. Every time that I rap. Oh, you so vocal, so wet. Baby girl freak all up in the sheets, doing what she supposed to. What I say? Yeah, she like to eat. I'm about to ski. I can't even hold you. You gon' be a queen, walking with a king. Baby girl, I told you. I ain't finna spaz out. Baby girl, I like that shit. Walking with your ass out. Ballin' like I'm Mike. Oh, bitch, what? I'm about to cash out. I got so much ice. Oh my God, I'm about to pass out. Yeah, you know it's sad. You prolific. You're so gifted. You the type that wanna make me go and get up and go get it. If I ain't had you by my side, bitch, I be different. If I ain't had you on my ride, I be tripping. I'ma take another lap. I was playing hard to get, baby. I was focused on the trap. Another 100 on my wrist, baby. Never been a type to cap. I just got another whip, baby. I'ma take it around the map. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm nip, baby. Every time that I rap. Feeling like a street champ, like wait, bitch, bad, bitch, I'm in a street champ. I'm a walking on another song, feeling like a street champ, bitch. I'm in a song, I'm in a stone, but I'm a street champ. Oh, I'ma be another one. I'ma be another one. Sage.
Back with another one. You already know Tash is in the building. Young Tash. They said they got you confused with Tash from the Alcoholic Son. They thought it was him, but it's all good. This is not Young Tash from the Alcoholics. This is Young Tash holding it down for Vegas and for I guess just the musical legacy, man. And I like that you're going in your own lane. I love that to being yourself, man. So shout out to you for that. We'll pass the mic. Radio Raymond T.
What up, Tash, man? Thank you for joining the call today, homie.
What's going on, family?
Chilling. Much respect, man. You know, coming from a deep lineage. Like I said, I love the fact that trying to put your own name out there, put your own self out there. You know what I mean? So, that one immediately got me because love for Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? Did you have to go through any kind of clearance with the estate of them?
I haven't released the record yet.
Okay.
So, but I do know Stacey Barth, which is like a sister of mine. So, we've just been talking back and forth about how I should go about it, and I'm saying when the record should be released. I just, for me, I wanted to play it for you guys and kind of get a reaction and see what you guys thought about it as well. You know what I mean? But it is on the way. I promise you that. So.
All right, word. No, much respect. Like I said, Nip, one of the ones. You know what I mean? I think you did some justice to the sample right there, man. So
I appreciate
much respect. Do you find any more joy in like producing versus doing the artist thing?
I feel it's a balance for me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some days I don't want to do the artist thing today and want to produce. You know what I mean? And then other days I want to be an artist and I don't want to sit on my laptop and make beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, it's a balance. I find joy in the both of them, man. Like it's therapy for me. You know what I mean? So, and I grew up around it all my life. So it's like music is like, it's second nature to me. So, I definitely find joy in both of them, honestly.
Okay. Going back to the DJ conversation, Did you pick up the tables at all, or you just controller CDJs? What are you doing?
Yeah, so CDJs for sure.
Okay.
For me,
Laptop or stick? Laptop or stick? What
laptop.
You doing?
I can't do stick, man. You know why? And I think it's just for me, like I like to read the crowd, and I feel as though that, like, you know, if I need access to everything.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? I feel like the
100%.
stick kind of it limits you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely DJing for me, man, is just to really show like the side that I don't always get to show, like just me being very energetic and, you know what I'm saying, vibing with different people. It gives me a chance to network and shake different hands and just meet people from all around the country, for real, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's something that came to me, and I just was like, I like it. Like I can't deny it. You know, music is something that sticks with me. So
Yeah, that's ill, brother. No, that's ill. Very dope to be multi-threat with it, man. So much respect and congratulations to everything going on.
Appreciate it.
I'll definitely be looking. I definitely want the DJ pack to that one right there when that's ready to rock.
Oh, you know I got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah, man. Well, definitely dope stuff. Like I feel like this is just the beginning. Shout out to Joe Ice for bringing you on.
Shout out Joe Ice, man. That's my dog. Every time he come out here, man.
Very early, man. Very early. So, are you going to be traveling to promote? You know, are you going to get out here to New York? You're going to go, you know, back
Absolutely. So now that after, you know, I'm kind of the Saint, you know, is, I ain't gonna say dying down, but, you know, I'm kind of focused on the next one, where we're looking to come to New York, Miami, DC, Atlanta, of course, that's home for me. Dallas, that's where my pops resides now. So those are the different cities, different markets I'm definitely trying to hit as well. LA too, of course. So
I feel like Saint, it may be old to you because I know how it is to be close to music,
right?
But it's not like it hasn't. I don't think it's reached its potential. I feel like that record can still, like, New York would, you know, there's like, I feel like definitely,
yeah.
The push just has to be, I mean, consistent, and it's still room for you to release Victory and other records.
Right.
But the push should, you know, stay consistent on that record because it's not old. You know what I'm saying? It's not that
You know
old.
what? You're exactly right. You know, you're exactly right. And that's what, like, a couple people have definitely told me as well. Like, you know, don't just put it to the side because you're ready for the next one. Like, no, just keep going. So I'm gonna definitely take your advice on that for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I know what it is. You probably see, you know, you hear it all the time. You're like, that's old.
I'd be like, yeah.
It's really not. So DJ C Styles, the monster.
Yo, what's going on, man?
C Styles, what's happening?
All right, so I might have met you a while ago because back in like 2010, I was DJing for your dad, and we went to Africa and Japan for Christmas and New Year's. So I know the type of vibe, you know what I'm saying, that he brings and what you know you can inspire to be.
Right.
With that being said, the records is cool, man. But you know what I'm saying, you gotta watch it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. Watch it because that wave only gonna go so long. So you gotta be ready for the, you know what I'm saying, for the next big thing or create the next big thing.
Right.
As a producer on the producer side, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely.
You know, and like I said, it works, you know what I'm saying, for right now, for what's going on right now. But you got to think about this too. Your dad had a hand in bringing some of hip hop's earliest records, like Dougie Fresh, the show, like go see the Doctor, Kumo D. So you can't push that to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still a legacy that's part of your bloodline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep the legacy going. And also, you say you in Atlanta, right?
I reside in Vegas now.
Okay. So you need to come to Atlanta and do our New Music Mondays event, and let's get you popping.
Definitely, let's do it.
With my Coalition DJs family. So
definitely, let's put it together.
Right. Let's do it, man.
Awesome. I appreciate you, man, for real.
No doubt. Let's keep it going.
Yep.
Good stuff. I feel like this is just the beginning of you know, young Tash showing up to the call to the show. You said a few things, man. You're still, mastering your sound. I feel like that's right where your mind needs to be, because even as you're putting out your art, you'll be refining it over time and new ideas. It's different when you're a producer and a DJ. Like you're in the culture in a different type of way, and an artist. So you have the advantage of being able to connect with all these different musical bridges to all types. So you'll be inspired in so many ways, and I think it's great, man. I think and I think it's great that we didn't even lean into really your dad at first. He's talking about you, and I think that's one of the dopest things is that you're on your own too. You're not over here putting him in front. You're putting yourself in front. And
Absolutely.
I think better, man. So, congrats, and just know like we're here to continue to support. And there's other things and other calls, and I just think you just gotta try to do everything you can.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job. You're campaigning against thousands of other artists, but you have an advantage because you have people like Ice and myself and other people that are on this call that now that your story is somewhat told here, it can be magnified from 1 to millions and get out there even more, and then the more people will come through. So that we got your back, man. And how can people get in contact with you if they do want to do more interviews? They want to get drops for the record. If they want to get but we need the DJ packs and all that stuff. But if you don't mind putting your information in the chat, that way, if anybody needs to get in contact with you, they can do it.
I'll drop all my socials and my email and stuff like that as well in the chat. Just to say it on here, you can follow me on Instagram at Tash 3x. And then you can also email me at prodbytash@gmail.com as well for drops and packs, and you know what I'm saying. And even if I'm not sure if I still have any producers on here as well, but if anybody does produce and you want to send samples and loops and stuff like that as well, you can always drop it into my email. I use them. So.
Well, shoot. All right. Well, Young Tash, it's been a pleasure, my brother.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate Joe Weiss for putting me on the Digiwaxx, man. I appreciate y'all. Raymond, I appreciate you, brother. And C Styles as well for the feedback. I appreciate y'all, man. This was really dope. So.
And one last thing, we do have dope artists from Atlantic Records named Raish coming on next. She's official. Might want to stay on and connect with her as well. Just put it out there.
Okay.
But, again, thank you, man, and you're always welcome.
Sounds good. I appreciate y'all, man.
Peace.
All righty, peace.
K-pop R&B flavor right there. So Jenny been getting a look. Again, she was formerly from a big K-pop group. Now her first solo debut album is out, but Childish Gambino, Kali Uchis on that one. Damn right. You know what I mean? Again, a bit of the Asian persuasion takeover, yo. It's crazy. It's crazy how much so many of these Asian artists are getting the look. You know what I mean? And it's wild just the fandom that be out there, yo. Like the young teeny barbers be going crazy. And I kind of want to pose a question, like, why do you think the K-pop influence is just so big versus like a US groups? You know what I mean? Because they generally are coming out with like 9 people, like 6 to 9 people in these groups. And like these young teeny barbers going crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, why doesn't that translate for like American groups to work? Because they sing it in English the same way we would do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
America's stupid.
That's a really good question, man. I don't even know if I have the answer to that. Is it TikTok? Somebody in the Matrix trying to talk.
Go swerve again.
That's again. Not me. That's not me.
Anyway.
Yeah, I just, like I said, dog, it's like, even seeing the, because Jimmy Fallon be putting a lot of them on, and the audiences be nuts. You know what I mean? Like and they getting the major national looks, and whether we want to put that on the labels and the monster behind them, you know what I mean? All that. It's crazy, the fandom that I just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what? They're not doing nothing crazy special. So why are people bought into that?
I mean, there's a little bit of Sonic's frequencies. I don't know. It's where they're marketing things over there. I mean, Over here, we getting trashed just like the food. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those real talk, just like the food. We get the trash, we get the leftovers. Other parts of the world, they do it the right way or get the good stuff, and people, you know what I'm saying? And it has to do with social media too. We know that they restricted on certain things as far as content. So they probably push that content of the pop music and, happy this, happy that, whatever it may be. And, the people, brains and stuff eat it up. And that's what they gravitate towards. Where here we get the trash, we get the this, we get the negative this, we get the negative that, whatever it is, everybody taking everybody out, down and stuff like that. And that's what we all feed off of, and negativity. And that's what America is growing up on in these past few decades. If you see it, when I was going to allude to, I know I shared it earlier this week about what's her name? Doche, about the question, what's her red flag? And she answered and said men or something like that.
Well, she said straight men.
Straight men. Which I'm like, okay.
So her father came out and explained what that meant. So basically in the record that she had, I guess, prior, the song's about, I guess, a straight guy that ended up being gay. And I guess she trusted him. And I guess this was a whole marketing play. It was supposed to be a deep, like, I'm going to put this out there to sort of get everybody talking, because that's what the record was talking about. Basically that because he called himself straight and he wasn't, she didn't trust him anymore. So that's what she was talking about. And that's what her dad said. I mean,
she's come out as bisexual anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, it kind of goes back to what we've been saying for a while, right? A lot of these females who are popping, their music is not for straight heterosexual men. You know what I mean? Like, it's really for the LGBTQ community and gay dudes. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? But it be what it be. And I'm just saying from a DJ standpoint, and like I said, I don't know if y'all see it the same. When I drop certain records, that's who's on the floor. You know what I mean? Miss Race looks like she's checking in. I don't know if you have to. Are you logged in two different places, dear? Sounded like there was an echo.
How about now?
Oh no, we are good now. We are good. How's it going, Ma? How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah, without a doubt. Are you able to turn your phone so we can get the landscape view
Okay,
at all?
let's do it.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. So we get the full greatness. The full greatness. What's the deal? Are you in the studio?
No, I'm actually at his show in Ireland right now. Let me get up over here.
Can we say who his show is, or what we doing?
Oh yeah. The one and only.
The one and only. Yes. Congratulations to you too, by the way, man.
Thank
little
you.
Bundle of joy on the way.
I
way.
know,
Congrats.
it's crazy.
That is right, man. Well, congrats, man. That's a beautiful thing. A blessing indeed.
Thank you.
Have you been able to go grace the stage on the road with him?
I just got here yesterday.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he actually did ask me if I wanted to do a song, so I wasn't able to get to rehearsals today. But we probably might do. I might help out.
Look at poor Mama the Bee. She right there breathing hard, moving around.
I know. Oh my God, girl. Right.
Well, congratulations on everything. I think the song and the announcement of you two having a baby, kind of all went hand in hand, because apparently your dude met the standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's beautiful. We're really in a good space.
That is amazing. I'm assuming though, was this written prior to all this?
Yeah, standards, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Standards absolutely was, but honestly, it changed. Like, I was going through a breakup, and then I went through the phase of just being done and being like, okay, I need to change the way I, look at love. I attack love. I get out there in love, and truly, like, my standards were very low, and I accepted a lot of, bullshit. Can I say that?
Yeah. You can
and so I really was looking at, what was wrong? Why am I accepting this? Why am I attracting this? Like, usually, you attract what is inside of you. And so I was like, I need to find some new standards. And that's how standards came about. I was really going through it. And then, I met him. That was one of my standards, actually. It was like, I'm not going to go out and chase a man. Like, any man that wants to be with me, they're going to want to be with me. And they're going to come to me. I'm not going to go out and run after it and get it. And so I set my standard at that, one of them. And it was so wild. Like, a week later, maybe, he came up to me. I mean, I had already been friends with him on Instagram, but after like a week after that, like I met him in person, and he just like stormed me, like flooded me, was very like interested. And I was like, okay, this is wild how quickly that works, you know, just changing your mindset. And then he came in rolling in deep and hard. So
hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Oh God, that's you. That's your mind, first of all.
I'm just saying you pregnant, Ma. You pregnant. You say so.
Well,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, but the energies seem like they sync. I've been a big fan of yours. I discovered you like very early on in the pandemic for myself. You know what I mean? So this was a very kind of dope. I think this is kind of like, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm used to more of like ballad race. You know what I mean? So this kind of was like a little bit more of like this is like a cool bop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I've been wanting to be in this space. I've been wanting to just be in the dance world. I don't want to sing sad songs my whole life. So I really just wanted to do something fun and groovy and lighthearted, you know? So that was that.
yeah. Now, I mean, hearing what you're saying now makes a lot of sense, because I always kind of felt like you had like almost like a Jasmine Sullivan vibe to you, like get your shit, get out.
Yeah, a lot of,
you know?
yeah. And I did in the beginning, you know, I really was going through it. Like that was my situations with, I like to write real stories about what I'm going through. And that's, a lot of it was that. So, but we're in a different phase, and I really changed my mindset, like I said. And so I don't know, I want people to listen to my music and not just be cleaning their house or crying. Like I want them to be like dancing and having fun and laughing and like grooving. So
No doubt. Do you credit like your new space and your new relationship in this kind of new attitude?
To my new relationship?
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I did that work before, and I think that's what got me to this space. Honestly, I did a lot of digging and listening to, like, you know, self-empowerment, self-help type of books, like The Power of Now, and like, you know, I dove into a little bit of Buddhism. I listened to a lot of Jay Shetty, and like, you know, I really changed my mindset before all of this just flooded into my life. Like seriously, it was insane.
Well, that's amazing, man. That's very good to hear. Very good to hear. You know what I mean?
Thank
Energy is so much of all of this. You know what I mean? So,
and we control it all.
we attract what we give out, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
what's in this brain?
Indeed. So, listen, if you don't mind, we're gonna play the song for everybody. Like I said, this is a very cool bop, and happy for you, man. So, we have the one and only Race hanging out with us, y'all. Check out the latest joint. Standards, ladies, you got to have them. Funky, super groovy.
Yeah.
I love the instrumentation throughout that whole thing, man. That shit is ill right there.
Yes.
That's like reminiscent of like MJ's Rock With You or something like that. Just that groovy little bass line in the background right there.
Yeah, real groovy. I had some amazing people work with me on that. Damon and Steven Russell and some really iconic people that really helped shape that record.
Very nice, man.
Yeah.
So you said you just popped out in Ireland. How much more time does Teddy got on the road?
He's got, oh gosh, at least a solid like month.
Okay.
I know he's got a little break in between, but another solid like maybe month and a half, honestly. He's finishing up this UK tour though in about like a week, but then he's got some festivals, and then a little writing break, and then he'll be back out in the US for a bit.
All right. So how are you adjusting to all of this now? Because I'm sure like for so long everything was about race, and rewritten his side, everything was just about him. Now it's y'all as a collective, and this new bundle of joy y'all got coming, man.
I don't know. It's beautiful. It's so fun. I mean, life is so delicate and fragile, and I'm just enjoying every little bit of it, and I think he is as well. And I think we're just loving all that we're doing and just happy and living in the moment. Yeah.
Good for you. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear it. We got the one and only Raish hanging out, y'all. Like I said, if you're not familiar, super dope artist. Feel free to ask away. What's going on, C?
Well, first of all, shout out to Ray. Shout out to your team, man. Shout out to April, Marcus, Logan. I remember your records coming from Marcus, I want to say 2018, 2020, pushing, talking about you, bigging you up. And I just want to say congratulations, because you've been dropping dope music for a while. And I feel like it got noticed, but it never really got noticed. But this record here, to me, will make all of the other ones come back to front, because it's just so dope and so groovy. And I just want to say congratulations, really, man. It's good to see that you stuck to it, you're sticking to it, and your art's getting recognized for what it is. It's great. So thank you.
Thank you. It's fun. It's beautiful. Music is ever changing, and I'm just growing with it. So I'm having a blast doing it too.
Yeah, no problem, man. I didn't really have a question. I felt like, I just want to give you your props. That was it.
Thank you. Yeah, I got some good people around me. Thanks for noticing.
Big Red out of Dallas. What's happening, brother?
Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to say thank you for letting me get on the call, talk to you. I don't trip. What's the sauce? Because that's my question. What's the sauce? Please tell me what you putting in your sauce, cause what you cooking up is good. And I've heard this song before. You know what I mean? Before the call, and I'm like, man, this song is actually jamming, and I really like the song, and I like the vibe of the song. So what's the sauce?
I think it's a little bit of love and a little bit of reality. You gotta have a good story. You gotta have a good, a base of a story of something that's relatable and real that people can grasp onto, but also just a classic sound. And I had a lot of incredible people who helped me with this record and helped me produce this record.
That's what's up. Like I said, I'm glad to be on the call with you, Miss Rach, because it's a nice song in this fight.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Tell you that.
You look familiar. Have I seen you over in Dallas or something?
I'm in Dallas, so you probably seen me around. And then
I opened up for like Tyrese once over there. I feel like.
Say what now?
I opened up for Tyrese over there once. Maybe you were over there. I don't know.
Maybe. I like I said, I get around, so you might have seen me around. But again, I just want to tell you, hey, I'm glad to be on the call with you, and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, Ray. So I know your time's kind of limited. We're going to get into this other record before we let you go. This one's going to be dropping this Friday, right? Girls a Gun?
Yes.
Give us a little insight on this record.
Girls a Gun is my little, female empowerment song. Girls a Gun has, let me get out the way first of all. I'm backstage right now, so things are a little crazy. Can't find a quiet place, but Girls a Gun is my female empowerment song. Just as a woman, as a girl at one point in my life, it's hard because a lot of people want to tell you who you are, what you should look like, what you should sound like, how you should act, and I struggle with that a lot. And I this song wasn't even towards no man. It was really just a song for anybody could catch it. Like, this girl's a gun, it's just simple as that, female empowerment. And I don't know, I went through a real big phase of growing up and realizing the power that I held and how much, strength I had within my own opinions and my own voice. And that's that. So this is for the ladies, this is for the girls, young girls, women. Also, it's Women's History Month, so hello, Girls a Gun.
Yeah. I was just gonna say around that for Women's History Month. So, being that you are given an anthem, artists or song or women in your life that, it was like this music thing, I want to do this too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What did you have a particular artist or a song and inspiration that took you there, or you heard something at a young age? You was like, yo, I want to do this.
Oh no, but when I did write this song though, what I was inspired by musically was Eve and Gwen Stefani, Let Me Blow Your Mind.
Okay.
Musically, that's where we really headed in that space. That's really it though. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's take one more question before we play the song. Miss Queen B. Miss Queen B, go ahead, love.
Hi, I'm Queen. I'm out of Hartford, Connecticut. How you raised?
Yeah.
Yes, I've just been feeling you ever since 2020 as well. Pick a side.
Yeah.
A beautiful, sultry voice, and look where you at now. So, congratulations.
I know it. It's wild. Been a wild journey. She's grown.
Yes. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to hear the next song for women's empowerment, and I'm ready.
Me too, girl. Right there with you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, y'all, peep game. Locked and loaded. This girl's a gun. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Right on, Ray. So that one is dropping this Friday, huh?
Yeah, girl.
She said, yeah, girl. All right, that's what we doing. All right, CL, what's happening, girl?
Nah, another joint. Shout out to Ray coming with him. Quick question: same production team? Because these are grooves.
Yeah, I have worked with quite a few, different people here and there. On this one, I was working with this couple from Sweden. I love writing with her, Isabella, and this is so bad. I'm blanking on his name. That's so awful. They're actually dear friends of mine. I just ran upstairs, honey. I'm trying to catch a breath.
I'm about to say, boy, baby putting in work right now.
Take a minute. You good. Ain't no rushing. Take a minute.
No, great people, though. Got a great A&R. Joy Coleman. Lon Ray's been holding it down over Atlantic. And, I'm just pumping them out, trying to, find my space.
Yeah. Well, and my real question was, since you've been in it for a while doing your thing, probably seen a lot of ups, seen some downs, but more ups. What's the biggest lesson that you think you learned about, how to succeed and longevity in this game?
I think it's a balance of give and take, but I also think that it's a very strong line of, standing up for what you believe in. Because just as much as I am a listener, I'm a creator, and just trusting my gut in that is really huge. That's definitely one of my biggest lessons, is just trusting what I feel and trusting in myself and my abilities.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Has some of that been difficult as a signed artist?
Yeah, as a young girl, as a young lady, I signed when I had just turned 19. So, I was at like the most fragile time in my life, and I believed other people maybe knew more than I did, and I gave them a little more credit than I should have, instead of like really growing and trusting in myself. So yeah, it was very difficult, but as you grow up and get older, you realize, one, you're the only person that's really in control of your life. And when I started to speak up for myself and really trust myself, I think a lot of things changed in my life. So my life, my career, my own mental space, which obviously if your mental space is good, everything else is going to be good.
100%. 100%. Well, man, Miss, congratulations, yo. I just, congratulations on the music. Congratulations on the new bundle of joy coming. What's the timeline on the baby? When can we see our due date?
Yeah, I've got like 2.5 more months, like 2 months, really. Yeah, so June 15th is the due date. Yeah, a little Gemini baby.
Okay, well, congratulations, yo. Pregnant women is beautiful. Y'all definitely get the glow. You know what I mean? So, congratulations to you and Teddy. Definitely would be looking for a collab. Like I said, when I heard that you two was together, I was like, that would make hella sense musically as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We want it to be perfect. We want it to sound perfect and fit both of our spaces right now. And yeah, that's it.
Excellent. Well, listen, we're gonna go let you rest. You know what I'm saying? Running up the stake for the little cardio. Yeah. Thank you for all the cardio, moving all around these stairs and everything that for us, man. We thank you for joining us today. Definitely digging the joint standards. Looking forward to this new joint on Friday, man. And just, much and many blessings to you for the rest of the year, man, to both of y'all. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. You be good.
Okay, you as well. Thank you again, for real.
You got it.
Bye-bye.
That one felt appropriate, considering we just talked to Raish. That is new music from her man Teddy Swims and Thiago Peseca, an Argentinian artist right there. So little Spanglish flavor, the song sometimes. So I don't know if y'all seen Teddy Swims live, man, but that dude puts on a hell of a show. So that energy between them two feel appropriate. You know what I mean? That they would be together. So but again, hope y'all good, man. Hope another good day. Shouts out to the homie LT. Shouts to Raven Justice. Shouts to Young Tash. Speaking of Young Tash, let me run this other record while we got your attention, because this is actually Tash from the Alcoholics. Check this out.
Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk. I'm so crazy, crazy to the mother. I'm so intoxicated, drunk as hell. I'm so intoxicated. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk.
No retreat, no surrender. 3-day bender. Drunks don't lie, so they don't have to remember. Tequila shot, let the beat drop. Vaping into outer space, moon rocks. I boop-bop rappers stumbling into ciphers. I don't do this, I live this, I'm a lifer. Inevitably, it had to be. Reason in catastrophe for the world to see. Make way, Paco coming with the heat. Miss me if you're absent and obsolete. Liquor in his cup, yeah, he feeling himself. We're chilling, homie, chill, and Eddie needs help. He must have a local motive, that means a crazy reason. Hey yo, I'm rocking with the L-I-K-S. Why must the liquor make him feel fresh?
Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk. Only when he's drunk. I'm so crazy, crazy to the mother. I'm so intoxicated, drunk as hell. I'm so intoxicated. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk.
You ever had a homie with no chill button? Drunk to the point that he don't feel nothing. Wasted to the point that you ashamed to stand with him. So you gotta call his wife and tell his bitch to come and get him. Alcoholic entertainer with an alky no brainer. You never get in shape cause you be drinking with your trainer. I'm the entertainer known for banging out the bangers. So my style is old school like the TV with the hanger. Where your homie at? He sleep behind the keg. We tried to wake him up, he started pissing down his leg. I see it on the reg, it's at every show occurrence. Niggas driving home drunk without the Geico insurance. And only got courage when they sipping on the bottle. They got a lot of mouth, but not a lot of squabble. And felonies follow, so listen, no ignore me. Court said no drinking, so you gotta sing it for me.
Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk. I'm so crazy, crazy. I'm so intoxicated, drunk as hell. I'm so intoxicated. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk. Only when you're drunk. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk, I sing a song like this, a song like this, a song like this. Only when I'm drunk, only when I'm drunk.
Yes, sir. Reason and Paco Monson with Tash of the Alcoholics. That is his song, Intoxicated. Of course, you recognize a little Rick James sample up in there, you know what I mean? But little slapper. That was fun outside for sure. You know what I mean? So hope everybody's good. Yo, I kind of need to run. I don't know where C is, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go handle some real quick. So I guess we'll be
I'm right here.
there. Okay,
I'm
what?
right here.
I was just wondering if you got my message. I gotta dip off, G. So
Okay, no doubt. I'm here. My bad. I'm a lot going on, but shout out to Raish and April Love. We everybody's just excited. So
yeah, good vibes.
Great vibes. All right, so you gotta bounce out.
Yeah. I'm out, y'all. Bless up, y'all. Till next week. Be safe out there. Break some records. Go Raiders. Y'all didn't know.
Go Raiders. Raiders is back. I seen him making moves.
Geno Smith, baby. Geno Smith gonna be the game changer.
I see y'all making moves on that offseason, boy. It's all good. All right. Well, listen, for those who are still here, we will play some more music and whatnot. I hope you're having a good Wednesday, as we always do. If you got something new, I guess we'll play records for a little bit while longer and whatnot. Again, shout out to Raish. DJ Big Red, what's happening?
Hey, I emailed you a song earlier today. So if you can run that for me, I appreciate it, Sierra.
All right, we'll get into some joints, no problem. Let's do it. I'm gonna start off with this, and then we're gonna jump around.
Show.
Okay, I see that. All right, I'm sorry. I just had to take a quick call, so that's why I was just a little off. But I am back, and let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll play this first, and then I'll play that. So we'll play it back to back. Check it out. Yes, new music from artists by the name of Daniel. Shout out to Gary Archer. Song's called Run. Definitely something different. So shout out to Gary for that. It's all about new records, man. So if you got something that you really think is that flavor, yeah, let's play it. You know what I mean? Meantime, I'll set up this record right here. And just give me 1 second, team. Got everybody. We got to do a quick little share. And in a couple of minutes, we should be rocking. So wait, let's see what we're doing. Okay, here we go. Okay, check this out.
Diddy face.
Hey man, Hey, that's Big E out of West Dallas, man. It's a chick from my neighborhood, man. We trying to get her on, trying to push it right now. She's signed with Rainwater. Not really want to say signed. I just want to say she's in cahoots with Rainwater, Mo3's manager. So we're just trying to give her a little motion and get some honest opinions on the song, man. So what do y'all think about that?
Yo, that song got a little bit of motion on Instagram right now, so it's going viral. I didn't see it. I didn't seen it already. That's why I was like, "Oh shit, that's the girl from Instagram." Yeah, it's taking off slowly but surely, though. For real, I
was just gonna say. I feel like it's an easy one because of the sample and then just her. Like she's also a star. She got the swag and the confidence and. She's talking her shit on it. So
she killing it too.
And if y'all notice, wasn't too much explicit about her sexuality and everything else. She just kept it G and kept it pimping, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely. I like it. She definitely wasn't on that sexy red lotto bullshit. So
right.
I definitely fucks with it. And then the way she just flowed on the record, yo, that shit just her and the record went hand in hand, like it was a match made. So it works for me. I like it.
That's what's up.
Groovy movie.
It's got the stamp of approval right there with the groovy movie, baby.
Groovy movie, baby. Groovy movie.
I appreciate you playing it for me, Sierra. I appreciate West Side Up, baby.
No doubt.
West Side Up. All right. All right, let's play a couple more joints. Why not, man? It's a beautiful Wednesday. New music it is. All right, check this one out.
Boski go crazy. H-Town girls every time that I visit. The diamonds be hitting, all this money you get. Feel like UGK, I'm always kicking this pimpin', I'm chasing bag after bag. I ain't never gon' miss it, you know my glow so realer. Like I grew up in Memphis, I call him Johnny Dang for my teeth, nigga. He really like my dinners. I throw all of these racks at him like tennis. This H-Town business. To that mode, yeah, they back, game over. Thought he wasn't winning, just like that, ran the score up. Other niggas replicas, industry can't mold us. Buddy, what you tipping on? Had to pull forward. Big ass plugins in, told them that I'm one of them. How you coming over trail? Now they wanna spin the bed. All emotion, cause commotion, got them thinking that we can. I'm a walking 50 ball, like LaMelo in the gym. All this dice is hitting, so I'm guessing it's a gem. Don't do no window shopping, and I don't got many men. Not betting on yourself, that right there should be a sin. I'ma pop my shit regardless, I don't care who would offends.
Yeah. New music. What's your thoughts on that one right there?
Hey, I like it, man. Not me being from Texas and everything, but I like it. You know, it kind of give you that what's the name? $1 Billion Baby vibe.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that shit was dope. I thought it was dope. It was just different, you know what I mean? Definitely different. Yeah. Shout to Queen B for finding that one. Digital Digging, of course. Queen, where did you get that record from?
That is actually from the Smash Brothers. Like Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been on the show they was on the show too. Yeah, a couple years back. Yeah.
That's just some real good feeling that Houston candy paint. I mean, geez. It's crazy. Good stuff.
See, let I mean, I know it's just a little bit of people. I'm about to roll out about KDPP 93 point. Is it 93.4?
Oh yeah, please talk about it.
Well, first, before talk about it, you get today's list of songs. So we gotta archive this, the list that we played.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, so we got a call from one of my fleet bros. It was a D-boy. So he has a station is KDPP 93.4, and he wants to take most of the music that we play on the Wednesdays and give us an hour show segment on his station network for like an hour. So each week, I guess, between ourselves, but it's our show, everyone's show here. So we want to I'll probably reach out to certain people on here, try to everybody get like little drops we can, play little drop script throughout the show that we have. Me and CL try to put this together. We started launching that off, I believe, the first Wednesday of April 2nd. So we're just trying to get everything together. If anyone can help us out, that would dearly be appreciated.
Yeah, we'll have a sidebar on that as well, for sure. But yeah, definitely a good look. What's happening is just happening naturally. People, they like what we're doing, and it's a beautiful thing, man. So shout out to everybody. It's normal. Same vein, there's also a TV company that wants to start running the show. So we'll probably be out there with that as well. And let's get a little bit more action for everybody. And it's all a collective. So shout out to everybody who's a part of it. Y'all already know where we come from.
What's so ironic about it? Start in April. Then April, I guess, will be 6 years running. I'm not sure the actual date.
5. I thought it was 5, but maybe it's 6. I have no clue.
6. We already in past 5. Since was it 2020, right? April 2020.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember 2020. Yes, that means this will be 5 years.
5?
Yes. Which is cool. I mean, shoot, still props. Don't get sad. What you mean? That's a good one, man. It's just like, nah, man, we good. All right, I know people getting ready to go, so I'm gonna play like 1 or 2 more joints, let everybody get out of here. Check this one out. Flamethrowers out here, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Shout out to Will Gamble on that one. The artist name is Trino. Trino. Song's called Motion. New music. Listen, man. Share these records. Play these records.
Appreciate you, CL. Yep. Trino, he's out of St. Louis, 27-year-old young brother I'm consulting with. Much love to you.
Yeah, I liked it, man. So that's what it is. We're gonna play 2 last records, and then I'm gonna let everybody get out of here. This is only just because we have to do it. Gotta honor those who came before us. So check it out. I'm not sure what exactly the cause was, but yes, he has moved on to the higher arc, another space. Still with us forever in our hearts. So shout out to him. And the other person we got to big up is this brother here as well, because he was a part of a awesome energy as well. So check this out, and then we'll be done for the weekend. And I don't know how many classics we know of Tony, but we know a lot, straight up. So rest in peace. A good day, played a lot of records, did a couple of things, and I guess that's the end of it, man. I feel bad. It's like the Mickey Mouse Club. It's over. Gotta go home, and now it's time to say goodbye. But shout out to everybody who pulled up as normal. Next week we're supposed to have the Marleys on, so that should be a little different. Shout out to the Marleys and the whole family. I think we're gonna have 3 Marleys on, so that should be dope. And I think we're gonna have a couple opening, artists or whatever, and we're just gonna do what we do, like always. So please, let's spread the word. Hopefully our little platform gets picked up a little bit more, and we just keep on rocking. That's just it. We ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. We just trying to achieve and break artists, and everybody's doing a good job. So if y'all need anything, you already know, you can call me. I'll put my number here. I'm much better on that than the DMs and everything. I'll be forgetting all of that stuff, man. Just text me or call me, and we good to go. All right. Till next week. Peace and love, y'all.
Recording stopped.